All right, welcome everybody out there. Happy Friday night to everybody. Thanks a lot for being here. We got a great show lined up for you tonight. We've got a great guest coming back on. She hasn't been on here in a while, so we are really looking forward to that. As always, we've got the voice of Houston coming over here, joining us with us tonight. How you doing tonight there, LW?
Good, buddy. Happy weekend, everybody. Glad y'all showed up tonight. Looking forward to another fun night.
Yep, good to have you here as always. And with us, we've got our token mad scientist out there shocking the world and himself every other day. How you doing tonight there, Nathan?
Doing great, man. We got a guest in the house. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be some fun stuff to talk about. We've got Mr. Producer running everything in the back. He may or may not be joining us on panel tonight, depending on how busy he gets. He's a really busy man. We've got KJ joining us momentarily, our country music recording artist. She will be here. She is dealing with some technical difficulties as usual. But we do have back with us statements by Alex. How you doing tonight there, Alex?
I'm great. Thanks for having me back.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Really looking forward to talking about all this cool stuff with you again.
Me too.
All right, so we do want to thank everybody for being here. We already got a bunch of people flowing in. This is going out live on Vertical, Horizontal, and on X over here at Traveling Fools. We're Vertical, Horizontal, and on X over there on Old Man Builds. This is streaming out on LW's channel and going out on Gutter's Pub there as well. So we got lots of platforms. We got a lot of you coming in the chat. And we do just want to say thank you to everybody being here, no matter where you're watching from. Oh, it's actually streaming on Alex's as well. So if you're coming over there, watching over there, we welcome you to our chaos show for Friday night, Abbinormal. So thanks for being here. Everybody sit back, enjoy. We are about to get this show on the road.
Would you mind telling me whose brain I did put in?
And you won't be angry?
I will not be angry.
Abby someone.
Abby someone. Abby who?
Abby normal.
Abby normal.
Listening to the ASN Podcast Network.
All right, everybody out there, thanks a lot for being here. Look at that, KJ made it just in time. Where's our woot woot, KJ?
Woot woot.
All right, there we go. Got the token woot woot from you. Yeah, happy to see everybody out there. I know I see a bunch of beautiful people coming in here into the chat. We've got Dispatch Center in here, Dozer. I know we've got hundreds and hundreds of chats already up there. Not going to be able to say hey to everybody, but we will try as the show goes on. We got Big Barney Ross coming in here, Dispatch Center. Good to see you guys. Let's see who else. Karen from HR up in there. Matt Dummett. Good to see you, Matt Dummett. Who else we've got coming in here? Scrolling on down. We got Dozer in there. Let's see, Old Man Bill's hanging out in there. We got El Cid. Good to see you, El Cid. That's a hell of a historical figure, name, movie, all the above. We got David Miller in here. Wow, good to see you, David Miller. Let's see, Miss Scarlett coming in here. And yeah, anybody out there, we will be saying hey. Who else we got dispatching? Yeah, everybody, we will be saying hey to everybody out there. So good to see everybody. We've got Alex back with us, back by D-Man. How you doing tonight there, Alex?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I'm doing well. Yeah, doing well. So what have you been up to? So we haven't talked to you in a while.
Oh man, a lot. Just continuing on the conspiracy train on my YouTube channel, talking about the GATE program a lot, the Gifted and Talented program. And then we also have a Starletta show documentary in the works. Super behind the scenes. This is the first time I'm actually revealing it. So excited about that as well.
Yeah, that sounds super cool. What is it a documentary about again? Say again.
The origins of Starletta. So for my other podcast. Mm-hmm.
I got you. So what is the, well, let's go on ahead. Let's tell people what Starletta is. I know we've got a lot of new viewers here from the last time you were. We could give a quick summary if you don't mind. Let's see if we can get that pulled up there right about now. We're looking for, Starletta. So I think it'll speak for itself. Let's just play the intro. Everybody can know what it is, and then you can tell us more about it. Is that good with everybody?
Yes.
All right, here we go.
She had the dream, but when Starletta left her small town behind for Hollywood's bright lights, she stepped into a world far stranger than she ever imagined. A missing influencer, a trail of unanswered questions. Behind the glamour lies a mystery that no one, not even Starletta, saw coming. Where is Starletta?
Howdy, partner, and welcome to the Starletta Show. I'm sure you can't help but notice, Starletta has yet to show up for her own podcast again, and I'm afraid it's time to address the elephant in the room. Starletta hasn't been seen since August of 2024. We should have known better that Starletta's loyal fans.
Okay,
I love it.
I love it too. All right, so that gives us a glimpse on Starletta there, so everybody kind of knows what we're talking about. So tell everybody about Starletta. What's the background there, so they know.
Well, Starletta is my alter ego. She literally appeared out of thin air and became a comedian, and went to Hollywood and started doing podcasts to expose the Illuminati, and then accidentally attracted the attention of the Illuminati. So the Starletta Show podcast is a former show that used to be on air, but for reasons we don't know yet, the Illuminati or the Galactic Federation, we're not really sure what happened to Starletta or why her show was taken off the air. So it's kind of an ongoing mystery based on a mostly true story and just a whole lot of ridiculous antics, as you saw, like a lot of fart sounds and stuff like that.
I love it.
Yeah, I knew Nathan would like this. I knew this would be right up Nathan's alley here. Well, you know, I've been waiting, like on pins and needles, waiting for the Starletta update for about the past, 4 or 5 months. I've lit many candles at church, praying for Starletta, and her safe return. So, definitely eagerly awaiting the latest breaking news on Starletta.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. She likes to make people wait. So when the time is right, we will
Typical
uncover
woman.
that. Yeah, exactly.
she's still looking for her car keys. So yeah.
I don't know who gave Starletta a car.
Right, exactly. So I think, I found this other video of you. I think this one kind of sums up, I would say, all your different personalities there that you do. I don't really mean personalities, but characters, your different things. So this is this one here. It's just a short 35 seconds, but this kind of gives a look inside, I think, of your life from every different angle. So here you go.
Tell me what you know about night terrors, nothing. You don't really care about the trials of tomorrow. Rather lay awake in the bed full of sorrow.
Looks like
Yes.
a week in Vegas, man, is what it looks like.
Right?
Dude, party hard, had to wash cars to get more money. Oh, I love
Right.
it.
That's about what it seems like. So, I do kind of think that does summarize you from all your. So, are you doing stand-up comedy?
No, I actually have put that on pause. That is what I was focused on a couple years ago. That's kind of how the whole Starletta Show got started, is my entrance into comedy. And the whole goal with it was to bring on this character Starletta and just try not to break character the whole time. So I would go around to local stand-up shows in the Phoenix area and just act like I was really Starletta. And it got a pretty good feedback in the beginning. But then we ran into some creepy producer problems, a lot of Me Too type stuff that we're seeing like exposed in Hollywood. So I kind of stayed away from the scene for a minute and then got back into it. And then just a lot of stuff was moving really fast. I got to be on the radio, do a bunch of comedy shows, got invited to Matt Rife's movie premiere, which was awesome. So
Dude,
I made it
that's
to
awesome.
Hollywood. Yep. And and then the struggles of fame, or shall I say almost fame. Never really quite got there, but it was a lot of fun though.
Awesome.
You're doing your thing, girl. That's
that's one of those
Working on
things,
it.
you never give up on. You just keep going with it and
Right.
see what happens there. So, it is neat to see though, and glad to see you are. When can we expect a, like this episode, the new episode of the Starletta, whereabouts? When can we see that?
Well, I'm feeling like March or April is probably going to be the time where we start releasing some teasers and maybe even the full documentary. But I was going to say, I am really busy with my YouTube now, and I also have a Patreon, and also have been working on music myself in the background. So I kind of just go with my creative flow. And like I said, Starletta is kind of an alter ego, and she's kind of it's the spirit of Starletta. So I never really know when the inspiration is going to strike, but when it does strike and I get that little voice like Starletta wants to come out and play, then I know that that's the time. That's the time to make the documentary.
Right, when the inner Starletta starts, reaching
Exactly.
out, coming back out at you, it's time. And I know a lot of the women in there in the chat too. You can tell everybody about, you do make all your own costumes, all your own things out of repurposed products from thrift stores, right? Isn't that-
Dude, that's awesome.
Yes. Thank you so much. Yes, I haven't bought anything from Amazon or Target or any place in like 2 or 3 years now. It's all strictly thrift shopping.
Yeah, I love it. I love thrift shopping.
Yeah, that's
me
super
too.
cool. That's always good to see. And I know I've got Nightbot dropping Alex's links to her channels, but also every one of her socials is linked underneath the stream of this video. If you just click more, you'll see links to her Instagrams, all her different channels. You still doing the work with the dogs, right, and the shelter and all that?
Oh yeah, that is my main goal right now. Actually, one of the reasons I stepped away from the comedy scene was to really pursue the animal sanctuary idea. So I'm in the process of raising funds. Dogs are really expensive, and I have 4 of them right now. And the whole idea with the Freedom for Strays is to do it from a holistic standpoint. So feed them real food, give them, real activity and real yards to play in. Because when I worked at the shelter, all the dogs were caged, and that was really the inspiration behind why I wanted to start that. So I'm in the fundraising phase and like the stability phase, and I'm hoping that in the next year or so we'll have something more concrete and we can keep fostering more dogs.
Yeah, that's super cool. Got to take care of the animals. I've got a real soft spot for dogs as well, especially dogs. They're love my poopers.
Yep, me too.
I love it. What kind of dog do you have?
Are you speaking to me? I've got two.
Yeah.
One's like one of those Chowweenie things or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah. Another one, I don't know what it is. Some kind of. They're both little dogs.
Looks like a terrier, kind of. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what that other little one is. It's a yipper, one that just constantly barks at everything. And yeah, it was more of an inheritance dog. One that just ended up here. So yeah,
I love it.
Yeah, definitely loving it. But all dogs are great. So gotta love them. So let's talk about on a more serious note, some of the more serious stuff that you do. If you want to explain to the audience kind of where you come from, what your passion is with your main real YouTube channel.
Well, ironically enough, my YouTube channel kind of started right after my Starletta Hollywood experience, and it really took off when I first discovered the GATE program, the Gifted and Talented program. I started seeing a bunch of stuff pop up on YouTube and TikTok, and then forgot that I was a part of it. And right before I started the YouTube channel talking about GATE, since Starletta was all about exposing conspiracy theories, one of the conspiracies we had been talking about was monarch programming. And then when I found out about GATE a handful of months later, I realized there was a potential connection there. And then I went down a whole lot of rabbit holes regarding MK Ultra, mind control, monarch programming, the Gateway tapes, a bunch of the Cold War research on like psychic children, like Stranger Things type stuff. And my whole channel just has a bunch of rabbit holes pretty much the goal of it is to help people uncover the patterns of mind control in society, with the ultimate goal of helping people find clarity and to break free from those toxic patterns of behavior that I think a lot of people can get stuck in, like myself included, especially because I also struggled with addiction in the past. So that's another thing I talk about a lot on my channel, is just how I broke free from that stuff, and providing tools for healing for people.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's super cool. Super cool. So a lot of people listening, they might have no idea what you're talking about as far as the gateway and, all that. So, I mean, I think you're probably, more, you could explain it better than me, I'm sure.
Yeah. So the GATE program, actually, you guys might remember this stuff too. Childhood testing, I think it started maybe in the 50s and the 60s, and it was definitely more prevalent in the 70s and 80s and 90s. But gifted and talented program, they would have people come in with a briefcase and headphones and ask you to do the childhood hearing test. So you had to raise your hand if you heard a certain frequency. And if you were chosen to be part of the gifted and talented program, it was pretty much the top 5% on standardized testing. But later, the internet found out that they were also kind of screening kids for psychic abilities. So the whole rabbit hole of the GATE program is that people have this collective memory of hearing something called the gateway tapes. Have you guys ever heard of the gateway tapes?
Yeah, I have, but I don't know about, I don't want to speak for everybody.
Okay. So the gateway tapes were developed by Robert Monroe. He was starting to develop them in the 50s and 60s. It was all about inducing out-of-body experiences and his experience with that. So he was trying to create a formula to share with other people. And then the CIA got a hold of his research in the 80s. And that's where the gifted and talented program comes in, because a lot of gifted kids remember hearing the gateway tapes. So then there becomes all these questions on the internet, like why were they playing these psychic tapes for children which are designed to induce out-of-body experiences. And then all these gifted kids have memories of flying and prophetic dreams and astral traveling and UFO abductions and alien experiences. And then there's rumors of like the psychic soldiers even. And that's, I think, where that conversation gets really interesting.
Well, it's really interesting. I mean, I guess they took the people, it's kind of the same thing, I guess, with the Montauk. They took these people and somewhat, I guess, tried to brainwash them into using them. I mean, what main purpose were they trying to use them for? What do you think?
Well, I know at this time of the gifted programs out here, Russia and China, I think it was Russia and China, they had psychic children that they were training. And of course, the US wants to keep up with what's going on over there. So when people think back to the gifted program curriculum, it's so different across the board. Some kids remember uncovering Morse code. Others had to crack alien code or like alien puzzles. And then years later, we find out that this stuff was actually could have very well been real, especially stuff that was recovered from the Roswell crash site, because you can find a lot of similarities between the type of tests that they're running on gifted children, especially they would also use the ESP cards, the Zener cards. So people also remember a lot of guided meditations and visualizations. So there's also a lot of theories floating around, like maybe they were having groups of kids visualize certain outcomes, kind of like they were doing in the alleged Project Looking Glass. And an example of this might be, I think there was a video going around 9/11 where I think right around the time of the planes crashing, there was a group of children reading a book about planes crashing. Do you guys remember that?
Not really. No, not really.
No, I've never heard of
that. Okay. I'm trying to remember where I saw it, and this is all speculation, of course. So not trying to start any rumors or spread misinformation or anything like that. But that's just kind of an example of group manifestation exercises. And I think that was the point of GATE. I think they were trying to use the kids to see if they could get, they were trying to funnel them, I think, into military and different positions of, I guess, leadership in society. And some theories go back to the connection with Roswell. Basically, they found technology in the 1940s, and it's also connected to CERN and something called Project Looking Glass, where they found some device that was able to predict the future. And up until about 2012, the people who were in control of Project Looking Glass could figure out, well, they could basically see an outcome and what would happen if they did X, Y, or Z. But in 2012, it only showed them like 1 or 2 timelines. And I think every timeline they tried to run, or every simulation they tried to run, led back to one timeline where Earth either destroyed itself or had some kind of a mass awakening of consciousness. But the interesting thing about that is that in 2012, that was the same time CERN was created. And then a lot of people started noticing Mandela effects in, Fruit of the Loom, the different logos with the Monopoly characters, all sorts of glitches in the Matrix. So anyways, the theory with Gate was that maybe back in the 90s, they already knew that, I don't know, they were trying to do something with gifted kids and make use of their psychic abilities somehow. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out.
Well, I will die on the hill talking about the Mandela thing, that Shazam was a real movie. You're not going to convince me that movie didn't happen.
Dude, same. I'm right there with you.
I mean, I remember watching that. Oh, Nathan, do you know much about this, what we're talking about here?
I do, but I got a question first because it's bugging me. So the GATE program wasn't for people who are smart? It was for people who could have psychic abilities?
No, they tested IQs. I think the IQs of the gifted children, the most common one I hear is 140 or higher, but it might have been like 130 or higher, something like that. It was pretty much different. It was similar curriculum in most of the school districts, but slightly different, I guess, based on the school district and how much money they had and how many resources they had for the programs. But it was pretty much kids that tested in the top 5% of their class. But they also took kids who had exceptional ability in the creative and performing arts as well. Some kids were just gifted in science or math. And it's just an odd thing because most of the gifted kids don't remember what they did at all in class.
My brother got offered the GATE program, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't, and I thought, this guy's a dumbass. How the hell did he get offered that? It's starting to make sense now. Like, I'm way smarter than this guy. How did this happen?
I remember I was never offered.
She said 140 IQ. I was like, whew, I was safe.
No, I was completely safe. But that's interesting. You weren't offered. Old man, that's it. That's interesting.
Oh yeah,
but I remember the kids that were.
That guy.
And they're like they're in the gifted program. I'm like,
Well, yeah. Years later, turns out apparently not a good thing because the whole thing now is that a lot of these kids ended up with substance abuse issues and then neurodivergent mental health kind of issues too. It seems to be like 2 paths that most of the GATE kids went down, either funneled into leadership positions in society. Like there's talk on I think Candace Owens' channel that Charlie Kirk was in the Gifted and Talented program. So then and I think Candace Owens said that, I don't know if she was like presented to be in one or something, or I forget exactly. Somebody had mentioned it on my channel that she was talking about the Gifted program and she called it like the X-Men school or something like that. And but if you kind of look at what's happening with the Charlie Kirk stuff and all the speculation around, was Erica Kirk his handler? Was she in on everything that happened with that? The whole speculation is that people who were in the GATE program may have been groomed for leadership positions. Because then we also have Blair White, who's got quite a large following, and then we find out that she was in the GATE program too. So it's like, are these, is there a reason why GATE kids are ending up with like millions and millions of followers? So I don't know.
That's interesting. Yeah,
I haven't kind of crazy.
I don't follow Candace, so I don't. I used to. I just don't. It's just I have too much going on. It's too much in my brain.
I feel
pretty
that.
Happy.
Yeah.
I remember they were going to put me into the gifted, not what you're talking about, but just your regular gifted program.
That's what I'm talking about, is the regular gifted.
I ended up getting
I
got suspended 2 days before I was supposed to go into the other classes. So then they decided that maybe I didn't need to be in there because I was getting in too much trouble. So it kind of worked out good for me. I'm glad I got in that fight. So,
right.
There you go.
It was a lot better.
You weren't as gifted as they thought.
Dodged a bullet on that one.
What exactly was your gift?
Well, don't ask. Right? After the stream. Look at the private chat.
Yeah, right.
I'll slide in your
fools in the
DMs.
shower.
Right, I'll slide in your DMs there, LW. Don't worry about it, brother.
That's funny. But it's interesting because I remember this one kid that, I knew him from like first grade, like until fifth grade. He was so smart. He was just the smartest kid. I remember he was in the gifted program, and I saw him in like, after we graduated high school and I had moved away, and I came back and I was visiting, and I saw him at the Waffle House, and it was morning, and he was in, he was like he was just, I was like, hey, oh my gosh, you probably don't remember. I remember everybody. No one, people don't remember. I remember everybody. I'm pretty, like, from my, the kids I went to school with, like, I just remember people. But anyway, I was like, hey, what's up? Like, oh my gosh, because we were in classes together for, all elementary, not the gifted, that was the extra. But anyway, he was really struggling. It was so sad. He was in like this full, I'm not going to get into detail, but, it hurt my heart. Like, I was like, oh man. So that's interesting that you say that a lot of people that are in the program end up. So that's interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Cause, oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I was just going to make a note. KJ was in special classes too. So.
Well, there's
first of all, don't make a joke about that. There's probably a lot of people that like.
Okay, moving on.
I wasn't actually, but I just slept through high school. But whatever.
You can't see me, but I raised my hand.
You mean the opposite special class?
Well, the thing with that,
like those jokes.
A lot of
I'm not putting there.
Well, here's the crazy.
Okay, yeah. There's so many smart people who have exactly.
Yes, and I have a good friend who was in special ed. I think I remember 2 kids that were in it. One of them turned out to be an incredible musician, and then the other one had hearing disability, and he is a gifted psychic. And the weird thing about me and the GATE program is that I literally taught myself how to remote view, or I should say taught myself in quotations, because when I look back at the gifted program and the curriculum, what they were like showing kids and teaching kids from a young age when your brainwaves are very impressionable, it has always made me wonder ever since I found out about this stuff. Like, did I turn out to be a remote viewing psychic? How did I know how to teach myself that skill? That's something that the CIA was studying and training people as psychic spies for. So remote viewing, it's the ability to tune into a remote target, a blind target, and then give details about that target that you really would have no other way of knowing any of those details. You just tap into a certain brainwave state or like a meditative state to get those details. So that's also what I do for work on the side. I work with people one-on-one and do remote viewing tarot sessions, and then astrology and human design too. But it's just so weird how a lot of these kids that were in gifted programs like naturally ended up being some kind of psychic or like being on the other side where they end up over medicating with substances and develop substance abuse problems, which in my opinion, my personal experience, a lot of what I see when it comes to substance abuse is that people have gifts that they may not know about. So it's a misunderstood gift, and then they seek the substance for relief or that connection to something like that, some kind of higher power. Because if you think about like why people like to do like THC or marijuana or whatever, it's usually because people are trying to get high. So high as in like they're connected to something spiritual, or maybe they just do it because they want to laugh and get goofy and silly. But I think there is a group of people that does it because they want that spiritual connection. It's not like we're really taught in school like how to develop that connection on your own. I think we live in a very mostly materialistic society where we're kind of focused on money and love and what's going on with the Kardashians and all that stuff.
Oh, girl, don't. I know, right? No, it ruined one of my. I remember she was young and watched, and I was like, "Do not watch that. That is not reality. They have no idea what real life is like. Like, please stop."
No,
gross.
Yeah, trying to keep up with them is very nonsensical.
Oh, that's dangerous.
So I noticed in one of your recent shorts that you had made, I think probably your most recent, you were talking about like the connection with Disney and things like that. So can you elaborate on that a little bit? I'm interested.
Yes. Okay. So that short, I was talking about Monarch programming. So if anyone watching doesn't know what Monarch programming is, the concept of Monarch programming comes from a book that came out in the 90s by Fritz Springmeier and Cisco Wheeler, and it's called the Illuminati Formula, used to create an undetectable total mind controlled slave. And that book is pretty much a programming manual for NK Ultra. So it goes into how victims of Monarch programming are traumatized from a very young age. They're pretty much chosen from bloodline families, or chosen before they even exit the mother's womb. They program kids typically with an IQ of 130 or higher. And one of the things that they mention in the programming, when it comes to programming in that book, is Disney programming, or Alice in Wonderland programming, or Wizard of Oz programming. I think those are the main ones that they talk about, because the whole idea of Monarch programming and mind control is to split the psyche from a very young age with trauma. So once they use trauma to split the psyche, it basically splits your personality off into a bunch of different alters, or I guess you could call them alternate personalities. But the best way, or the best thing to kind of compare this idea to, is the movie Split. You guys remember that movie where he's got the different people living inside of him, the multiple personality?
That was a good movie.
Oh yeah, great movie. Yeah, so Monarch programming, they had the goal to split the personality and the psyche like that, and then they could program it with demonic alters that would do certain things when they heard certain cues, like maybe running water or like some other cue. But the whole idea with Alice in Wonderland and Wizard of Oz is that it basically taught them how to I don't know if compartmentalize is the right word, but basically like really focus on their inner world. And then there's different characters in Alice in Wonderland. I think there's like I'm not super familiar with Alice in Wonderland because it's been so long since I've seen that, but I think there's like the White Rabbit, who's kind of like her handler or her guide, who kind of guides her through the Alice in Wonderland. And then I think the Queen of Hearts, isn't she like the evil queen or something? And then there's you know, the twins. I don't know what the twins are about or what they represent, but pretty much every character she encounters is a different part of her own psyche. So she's forever kind of like lost in her own mind. And then if you get into the Wizard of Oz, it's kind of a similar idea where she's Dorothy is like in this black and white world, and then she goes to Oz. It's all colorful and magical, and there's, you know, the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and the Lion, which all represent different parts of our own psyche. Where I don't know, I think a lot of people probably can relate to how we compartmentalize things. So for example, I think of love lives, for example, and how many people, young people at least, they'll date somebody, but they won't, I don't know, sleep with that person or something, or vice versa. There may be people that they want to like hook up with, but not date. So that's just kind of like one example of compartmentalizing. I'm sure there's other ways that people compartmentalize as well. So there's, probably much better examples of that, but that's just one thing that comes to mind, especially when it comes to like Disney programming, because that reel that I was talking about, when you think about how they were using Alice in Wonderland and the Wizard of Oz to program, then we've got movies like Beauty and the Beast and Aladdin, but Beauty and the Beast is a really good example of love programming, and this idea that a woman is held captive by a crazy, scary beast who's literally keeping her from her family, but then she's falls in love with him, and she's kind of like waiting for him to turn into this handsome prince. So if you look at the themes in a lot of the Disney movies, Sleeping Beauty, like she's pretty much sleeping and not doing anything until she finds her prince. So it's kind of like training or conditioning people to love a certain way. And I've just noticed a lot of interesting parallels between the younger generations, those people who aren't married, because I feel like if you look into attachment styles, there's maybe, I don't know if this percentage is right, but I think maybe 50% of the population might be more of a secure style attachment. So they typically have like healthier relationships, but then you've got all the single people who probably fall into anxious style attachment or avoidant. So that's when you see a lot of people who are in those toxic relationship cycles, like waiting for somebody to change or waiting for somebody to get off substances and choose them, or I don't know, so many different cycles that we repeat in relationship. But it's just really interesting to kind of think back to what we grew up watching and how it plays a difference, or how it seems to influence our adult relationships.
Yeah, go ahead, Nathan.
Sorry about that. You ever run into people who are just I want to say this, in touch with nature, like a lot?
Yes.
Like they can feel everything that's going on.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you say that they tested the gate kids for their hearing, it's all about frequency.
Yes.
They can hear frequency. So when something resonates in a room, say in the other room, they can hear it. They understand what's going on there. So if you're making noise on your desk, they're hearing that noise because they're focused on that frequency, and they can distinguish which one is going on at that time in order to find it. So the people who are deaf, like I am, you don't get to hear all those things. So no matter how smart I was, I would never get through that program. You know what I mean? But the other side of that is isolation. As soon as you can't hear things and you take out your hearing things, you can't hear anything. So you're isolated from all the different sounds that are going on. So now you can focus on things and you get smarter, you get more intelligent, you learn how things work. On the other side of that, you feel programmed. You feel like everything is talking to you. Everything is specific to you, all the tones and everything. It's just like they use the wrong frequency and stuff, okay? Instead of, 448 hertz, they use 440, okay?
Yes.
So you get into different frequencies like that, and it just creates distortion, or it creates a pattern in your brain, okay? So that's what you're talking about with all this MK Ultra stuff, is this is how they're able to see things. They don't actually see it. It's the interpretation of the frequency to the brain that pulls it out and allows them to visually see the room. It's like, you've ever seen that thing where somebody closes their eyes and everything's in black and white, and then everything vibrates around them. That's exactly what they're seeing. They can see it in perfect detail. That's why they check all that stuff.
Yes. That was good job.
I told you, that's why awesome. We keep this guy around.
See, yeah, that was great. That was great.
He explains things in the, the scientific way that we have no idea. So yeah, very, very good points there, Nathan.
I love that. And the other thing too, what you said about the isolation, the other thing I've realized too, that a lot of kids who had like hearing or ear disabilities or eye disabilities, like I'm blind in one eye myself. And the other thing I think that happens is because you feel so isolated and maybe you get made fun of a lot by your peers, or you're like sent off to the doctors for endless amounts of testing, like for years in a row, like I was. It also teaches you to be more, I don't know if self-reliant is the right word, but you kind of develop your inner world a lot more. And I think that's also another way that you can start to build those psychic senses, maybe unknowingly. And maybe that's why a lot of people who have some kind of disability end up leaning more on the psychic spectrum, because for those people who don't have those disabilities, you've got more of a chance to connect with people in, like, I don't know, more of like a normal way, if there is anything such as normal. But for the kids that had disabilities, there's a lot that you have to overcome internally. So I feel like, at least for me, like one of the ways I tried to overcome my eye disability was probably like daydreaming a lot or getting lost in fantasy. And then it unknowingly turned into, an interest into occult stuff, or like, the hidden knowledge of the world and metaphysical type stuff, like tarot cards, which is how I stumbled upon remote viewing.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, that's super cool. I always go back to Disney with that, and how Disney takes everything, all these stories, and they, romanticize them. That, they start out and they're like Aladdin. You talk about Aladdin. If anybody's ever read reading, well, I'm me smart.
Yes.
If anybody's ever read
Yes.
Aladdin, you
He's the
are not
gifted one.
Right, exactly. Gifted. put on my lab coat here. But Aladdin wasn't Middle Eastern. He wasn't, he was Chinese. And so he was a Chinese slave, and they brought, if you ever read Arabian Nights, I mean, those things are horrific. So Disney takes it and they turn it into, this beautiful romantic story. But the real stories, like in Arabian Nights, those things like that, I mean, that's a horrific book to read. And Disney takes them all. And I know you were speaking in your one about The Little Mermaid.
Oh, yeah.
And you look at the story that Disney tries to portray. I mean, you look at the Little Mermaid, and I mean, it was the real story. Is the mermaid? She goes to like the sea witch. He looks like Ursula's goth aunt or something like that. And it was like, I want legs, and the witch is like, yeah, but it's going to cost you. Every step you'll be walking on knives. And this isn't in the Disney. And if the prince marries someone else, you'll die and you'll turn into sea foam. So she goes, the girl, she like signs the contract, like we do scrolling through an app, agreeing to it on your Apple thing, and it's like, okay, cool. Next thing she walks up on the beach, she's naked, mute, she can't do anything, and she's screaming, silently screaming in agony, just sitting there, trying to do it. And she meets the guy, and he's like, he takes her in, like we would a stray puppy off the road or something like that.
Naked.
Yeah, so she's spent like months limping around, howling in pain, walking around, waiting, watching him, and he falls in love with this other princess. The wedding day comes along. They show up with a knife and they're like, kill the prince or you'll live. And she like stands over, she can't do it. And, next thing she's kicked off and she turns into sea foam. And, I mean, don't trade your voice for, somebody who. All
right, well, there goes my dream.
Wow.
Yeah, it's not the same story. It's horrific.
Wow.
Lord.
Yeah, the original Hans Christian Andersen.
Wow.
I mean, every step she takes, she's walking on knives.
Every step she takes.
Exactly, yeah. I'll be stabbing your feet. Yeah, it's a horrific story, but Disney made it into what they shaped it into being. I mean, obviously, you're not going to sell the original to kids in a cartoon, but
Which worked in their favor.
Well, I guess so, but I hate the way they
Come on,
changed
Ariel's amazing.
I guess.
Are you kidding me?
I can
She's
only
a
imagine,
magical mermaid.
They brainwash women into thinking men are something they're not. That's what they did. That was the real brainwashing.
I mean, it's also okay to believe in love and know that, I mean, magical. There is no, we're all, crappy in our own ways. But love is a thing, bruh. Like, come on.
I love the thought of
Love
the
is
pitch
real.
meeting. The pitch meeting for that, and Traveling Fools. Somebody like Traveling Fools just did that whole thing, and they're like, "Yeah, you got anything lighter?"
Seriously, it's like,
This is
come
for
on.
5-year-olds.
Oh, man.
I know. Like,
Well-
and it's okay for kids, I feel, to believe in that life is so, because when you get older, it's not. So I think that's an important part of childhood is the magic and the happy and the, I don't know.
Maybe it's the
because
Harry Beast part.
once you grow up,
Beauty and the
dude, shit gets real,
Mhm.
So I don't know. I mean, Disney obviously is a little creepy in its own right, but so people just are. That's just the way it is.
See, they're brainwashing you to like a hairy beast in Beauty and the Beast, so it's like men all the time.
Well,
What the hell happened to
hey,
the screen?
who did that?
Well, we're talking about Disney,
We're talking about
right?
Disney.
You got the evil mouse popping up out of
They're
nowhere.
coming after us.
Yeah. But do you guys ever hear the conspiracies about Walt Disney? Like, was he involved in like with the Nazis or something? I don't know. I feel like I heard this conspiracy years ago, and I don't really remember it. I just remember I heard they were talking about him at some point. Like, Walt Disney wasn't a great guy, and then people were going through old cartoons and kind of finding a lot of very phallic-looking images, kind of snuck in the little shows for kids, and maybe a lot of adult jokes. I haven't gone back and watched a Disney movie, but I bet if we were to rewatch some Disney movies, we'd probably find some adult humor in there. that went right over our heads as children.
Sure.
Yeah, we did a show actually where we found, and analyzed a lot of these images that they threw into a lot of children's cartoons and stuff like that. It's back a little ways, but we actually did one about that, and it was pretty interesting. Some of them were some were a big reach, and some were right there in your face, literally.
Wow.
Yeah, it was.
I got to check out that episode. You should link it in the comments if you guys remember.
Oh, I would have no idea.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you guys probably have so many.
Yeah, Mr. Producer's out doing his real job right now. So we're stuck on our own right now, guys. I'm actually having to do 2 jobs at once. Wow, he's slacking again. He'll be back in a moment though. So yeah, you think there's a lot linked there to that Disney stuff and all that. There's a lot of weird things about the whole Disney stuff. Like that thing, nobody ever dies at Disney World. How they'll shuffle people out of there and get them out of there before they do.
Oh yeah, they'll go drag you out to the sidewalk on the other side.
Chuck you over the wall. Yeah.
What? I don't think I heard about that.
Yeah, but then that's a conspiracy though. Then you hear people have actually die at Disney World, so it's
Yeah.
And then you never leave.
Well, and then they've got those videos about the tunnels that lead into a restroom or something. I don't know if those are verified or not. Yeah, I think I saw some videos. It's so hard to tell with things online if what's real and what is not real. But I could have sworn I saw some videos where somebody found a tunnel I don't know if it led to the bathrooms at Disney World or something. And I thought the internet might have been saying that it was connected to Diddy. I don't know. That could totally be wrong. I might be remembering it wrong. I just think that's what I heard. But again, could totally be wrong. So I'm just curious. Does anybody else know?
Baby oil tunnels.
I know Diddy's a creeper.
Yeah,
Did anyone watch the one that 50 Cent put out? Was a part of? Dude, it's on Netflix, and it talks about how he was involved with Tupac and Biggie. Which makes total if you haven't watched it and I love 50 Cent, but anyway, you gotta check it out. It's pretty interesting because I've never heard those conspiracies, and in that their that whole community of that music community, those theories have been out there forever, and I've never heard that stuff, so it's pretty interesting. It was great. It was a good documentary. Anyway.
We lost Alex for a moment. I'm not sure what happened. She'll be back, but I'm sure she'll be back. I guarantee that was a slippery tunnel. If it did lead, if it did lead to Diddy. Here we go. We got Alex going back in right now.
Sorry about that.
Oh, it's all good. All good. None of us have quit our day jobs, folks. This is something we do on a Friday night, for fun. Once again, we do want to thank everybody for being here. I don't know what's going on with X. For some reason, X streams are not working right tonight. But everybody out there watching on YouTube and stuff like that, we really do appreciate each and every one of you being here. I know this is streaming out on a couple Gutters Pub channels, a couple Traveling Fools channels. LW's is out on Alex's channel over there. Statements by Alex. Let's see. Over here, Traveling Fools. Yeah, I was like, there has to be one more. Yeah, it's streaming on mine as well. I do want to tell everybody, Alex's links are in the description below. Nightbot is dropping them as well. So please do sub her up and support what she's doing. Good to see you, Johnny Utah. So yeah, that's I haven't heard that one. You never know what you're going to get on the internet now. We were talking AI last week, and Johnny Utah called in, brought that up. And even with that, now the videos coming out, this stuff is getting really scary. We're going to have no idea what's real. We already didn't just with what people were saying. Now you're seeing it. This is going to get really scary. What do you think about all that stuff?
Oh yeah, I think I have the same fears. I don't know. I think if you really pay close attention, can you guys kind of feel like you can tell if you look really closely and really analyze it? There's kind of a certain feel that AI has, and it's not quite 100% there. So you just gotta
but
observe
it's not
it
far.
Yeah, exactly. And not far.
That's
not far.
what's scary. Yeah.
Well, some new program. What is this? Sea Dance or something? I don't know what it is. But it's come out the last week, and it's got I mean, it looks pretty. It fooled me. I thought there was a trailer for new shows and movies. It was like one of them was Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt having a fight scene on top of a car or something.
Oh my gosh!
It absolutely looked real.
Oh man, yeah. I was gonna say the trailers definitely look real. The trailers have got me before. I'm like, oh yeah, that movie looks dope, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's not a real thing.
LW, I do have to ask, who won the fight?
I don't remember. I think Brad Pitt threw him off the moving car.
So. Oh, he threw Tiny Tom Cruise off the car.
Little old Tiny Tom.
I always loved that. What was that, Family Guy or whatever, where Tiny Tom Cruise is like riding around on a big wheel stalking Stewie. That was absolutely awesome.
It was so good. Oh, I love Family Guy.
Yeah, it's a really funny show. There's there's a whole, it's like South Park too. There's a lot wrong with it, but it's like any good comedy. I say this all the time. Any good comedy is going to offend somebody. Sometimes it's going to be you. Sometimes it's going to be me. Sometimes it's going to be, but if it's not funny unless it's offending somebody.
Yeah.
So, grow up. I miss the comedy of the 80s and the 70s, where we could just say whatever people wanted to. It was really funny. There was such a good time. Things seem really to have like peaked and gone way back downhill now.
It's you can not too far back, like the mid 2000s, like around 2005. You had a lot of stuff that was they just won't do now, like the Chappelle Show or Reno 911. That was like
oh my gosh, dude, that show is so funny.
It's so crazy. It's so good.
Yeah, I always wanted to dress up as that cop in those short shorts, but I just couldn't. I don't know. I just didn't look right.
I've had a few friends when we had some friends dress up as that. They were hilarious.
Yes, I just only wear it when I clean now. So in the house. That's my I've got a separate channel for that. If y'all ever want to tune in, good luck.
I love it.
So not right.
Come on, Nathan. You'd tune in. So what else you got going on, Alex? There's a eclipse coming up, right?
Yep.
So you do a lot of the astrological things like that and such. Tell us about that. We're curious.
Oh, yes. So eclipses are said to bring fated events, and they kind of freeze time. And we're actually only a couple days away from an eclipse right now. And we've got a lot of planets in Aquarius, which is a very revolutionary energy. It can also bring shocking changes and revelations. And then we're also right in between Pisces and Aries in the astrology chart, which means we're right in between where the zodiac resets. So we're kind of collectively closing out a lot of old cycles right now while also ushering a lot of new things. And then the year 2026 is also full of new beginnings astrologically and in numerology as well. We're in a number 1 year. So usually when eclipses come around, they affect the energy for 3 to 6 months. So you see a lot of big things happening during an eclipse, like big revelations. There might be relationship breakups, maybe getting together with somebody, maybe having a baby, maybe realizing that you gotta switch jobs or something. But they usually bring some type of fated event, and it affects everybody on a personal level too. So that's pretty much what I specialize in when I do readings for people. And I am actually running a special right now. If anybody watching is interested, I'm doing $55 eclipse and astrology readings where you check out in your personal chart where the eclipse is hitting, and then also pull some tarot and oracle cards for guidance. But yeah, I love the astrology. I've been studying astrology for 20 plus years now, and I found it to be a very effective tool for predicting life events and then helping you understand personal cycles, like especially if you've got things where you're like, why do I keep repeating the same thing? If you kind of can look at it from an astrological perspective, it can help you find a lot of clarity. At least it has for me.
And once again, all of Alex's links are in the description of the video below. Anything out there, everything from the dog shelters to all her Instagram. Every way to get in touch with her and subscribe to her is below. Sorry, Nathan, what do you got for us?
2012, Day of the Dead. the end of the Mayan calendar.
Yes.
Also, the first time Mamamoo was able to be seen behind the sun. It first came into our solar system. And then after that, we just had the last one that just came through our solar system right now. And it was actually putting off, I want to say like radiant arcs. So on both sides, different colors. So what that actually is in plasma physics is it was, I want to say this, it was showing its different zoning going on between one and the other, and it was pulsing back and forth. So it changes the frequency in your eyes. It goes in through your optics and goes in there in the sensors in your eyes, kind of just like, you know what I mean? How do I say this? You get LASIK, it fixes your eyes. Well, this stuff goes in there and you don't realize, but a lot of the optic sensors in there control all the moods and everything in your body. So all this stuff is connected, and it's all in the astrological chart and how everything goes. So like I said, you had 2 eclipses then, you have 2 eclipses now, right after a great astrological event that something came through our solar system. Same thing when it did back then. It's the awakening. It's basically the way that they're seeing this thing. It's when the frequency changes all around you, and our sun is now putting out higher output right now. And if you just saw it, the moon in the last week, there's been rings around it.
Yes, I did see that.
Really? There's been rings around the moon?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Yeah, tell me more about that. Do you have? Do you know what is that? What is creating the rings? I was curious about that.
So you actually, when the sun puts out more energy output, it actually does it in spherical form. It's not waves like they say. Mm-hmm. It's actually spheres of energy that are all throughout the entire solar system, right? And as each one's activated, it hits another one out there, like a sphere of any kind, okay? So it hits the moon. And then what happens is the energy in the moon picks up and it'll put out energy. And because it's mostly crystal up there, you know what I mean? Instead of rock like you would think it is, it's mostly crystal. So crystal puts out an oscillation, so the energy in it expands a ton during this time. You know what I mean? Every time there's a high event that goes on with the sun. So it'll hit it. It's like a photon. When they start saying what that is, the energy comes out, okay, boom, 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 hits another object, and boom, that bursts with energy just like that. And you'll see the rings on it. It was there for days.
Yeah, I did notice that too. I was like, are we living in a dome? And then I asked ChatGPT and it said it was the ice crystals. And I'm like, okay.
No, it wasn't.
I was still trying to figure out how it makes this perfect circle, but I like your explanation a lot better.
Oh yeah, well we actually have video, like on my channel, we do a thing called the RAV and we show all of that kind of stuff and how it works. Right there, see it?
Oh yes.
Yeah, there you go. I had to find the image there. And this is a real unfiltered image that I went and got. Just, I don't want to show some. There were some of them that just looked ridiculous. But yeah, you can actually see that ring. I didn't even know about this. That's really cool.
Wow. That's exactly what it looked like.
Is the eclipse, now is this a, kind of like we had a few years back, is it like a full eclipse or what's going on there?
I think this one is a partial. It's a new moon solar eclipse. So that means that the dark side of the moon, or the dark moon, is eclipsing the sun, and then new moons are about beginnings. So it's about setting new intentions. And then 2 weeks from that eclipse, on the 17th, we'll have the lunar eclipse, which is a full moon. So full moons represent release points and endings. So pretty much endings to karmic cycles, endings to 3 to 6 month cycles as well. So something that you started 3 to 6 months ago might be coming up for review. And for the new moon, this could also affect us for like 6 months to come, or even longer, depending on what you're starting at this time. But definitely it tends to start to manifest and play out 3 to 6 months after the actual eclipse. So I kind of think of like new moons and the full moon eclipses as supercharged new moons and full moons. And new moons are always a time to, allow yourself to sleep more or meditate more or spend more time in nature, more time alone. So you can kind of spend more time with your inner self and your inner world, and you'll start to download information, I guess, from your higher mind about things that you might need to start, like new things that you're ready to take action on. And a new moon is a really good time to do that.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know about that 6 month thing though. That's kind of scary.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, not sure how I feel about that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, depending on where it is in your chart, like I don't know. I feel like my life is a good example right now because I've got the eclipse points hitting some of my personal astrology houses that have to do with home and property, and I've been debating on a move, whether or not we're gonna move back to Ohio because I've got my family moving back, and I'm like, I don't want to be that far away from my parents because I'm really close to my family, and they're getting older, so of course there's a lot of like thinking like, do I want to be this far away from them, especially if there's, you know, ever any issues, God forbid. So I haven't made a decision about whether or not I'm going to move, but the eclipse points kind of will put that idea in your head. And for what I've noticed, like how that's played out in my life is a piece of information might come on, you know, one of the eclipses where you're like, I have to move, or like I have to take some kind of action. So even if it's not a huge action, it still kind of plants, I don't know, the idea of an event in the timeline of your life, I guess would be a better way to put it maybe. So you just, it kind of, I don't know, give it like an outline of events, if that makes sense.
No, that's super cool. Let me ask you one serious question. Let me pull this thing down so we can get this off of here real fast. How the hell do I do this? Mr. Producer! I start yelling for him again. Yeah, I get spoiled over there when he's around. I'm waiting for him to come back. Ohio. So we have to ask, okay, there's like a whole world out there. What could possibly be? You know, we do a segment every week on our weekly news. We're going to do that, you know, after Alex has to go. She does have another commitment coming up here soon. But we do a Florida man versus Ohio man segment every week on our news story. And it's a pretty good, I mean, me being a Florida man, I lean towards our shenanigans. But why Ohio? Why?
I ask my ancestors the same thing. I'm like, why did my ancestors settle in Ohio? Because it all has to do with family, you know, that just being the place where we're from. I was born in Cleveland, so yeah, nothing exciting really about Ohio. It's cold 6 months of the year, and I would get seasonal depression really bad. But yeah.
Oh my God! Even the chat. Look at this. We've got Tombstones coming in here. She's like, "Don't move to Ohio."
I know.
We've got Matt Dummett coming in here. I agree. Don't move to Ohio. Yeah.
Well, anyone who's
really selling the place.
I
was gonna say, anyone who sympathizes with me, I've been trying to start this animal shelter out here on the West Coast for like 2 years now. I think I started it, or I came up with the idea in 2022. So now, or maybe it's been closer to 4 years. But anyways, I've been trying to find help out here, but that's another part of the reason why I may end up just going back where I have more support and like people to actually run it. Because as much as, you know, I do have help here with my mom, we fostered a handful of dogs together, and then we've got 4 that we have now, but that's our HOA limit at our house that we have. So we're not allowed to even foster dogs until we move properties. But that was the other thing. I'm like, if I can't find anyone to help be the manpower to handle dogs, there's really no practical way to do it. So that's why I'm like, you gotta figure something out. Either gotta find help in the next couple months and find some people out here like that might be interested in it, or the universe might just be like, well, go back west, because at least or back east, Midwest, I mean, where you got people who might be more interested in doing that, because there's not much else to do on the Midwest. I feel like once you go more west, or you go places like Florida, there's just more to do and there's more to see, because you've got the ocean, you've got the mountains, a lot of hiking, a lot of outdoor activities. But when you go to a place like Ohio, the big events out there are like bar life and restaurants and food, because there's really not a ton of hiking. It's kind of a lot of the same thing.
Yeah, probably the most interesting hiking in Ohio is Walmart.
Yeah. No, you're not wrong. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that I would want to move to Ohio. Now, will your mom go with you to Ohio, or
well, she's the reason. So she's actually going back there because she wants to be around her grandkids, and then I would go. I might go just to be closer, because my parents are getting older, and I don't want to be. I don't know. It's a tough decision for me, because I've always been really close to family, and I feel like in my family, like I'll probably be the one who ends up taking care of my mom, more so than my other siblings. So hopefully that won't be for another decade or so. So I think I might still have some time on the West Coast, but of course, you know, with the cost of flying and stuff, and then having 4 dogs, that was the other thing, like a logistics standpoint. It's like, if I want to go visit family at home, I got to somehow fit 4 dogs in a car. And then I can't really even handle my own dogs on a leash by myself. So that's kind of a problem. That was another thing. I'm like, well, if I stay out here alone, I really won't have like a dog babysitter, because I don't feel comfortable boarding my dogs. So I don't know. I got a lot of, once you have a lot of dogs and they're not, you know, they're big dogs and they're not really socialized to go into a boarding situation. Plus it's like, it's so expensive to board them, especially if you've got to do it for a week or something. So,
and your dogs are rather large too, aren't
yes,
they? I mean, you've got you've got big dogs. So I've heard them bark before.
Yeah, and they're ratchet. They're shelter dogs. So they've got. We're still working out some training issues with some of my dogs. So that was the other thing. I'm like, I think being in a shelter system and just what some of my dogs came from. There's a lot of trauma there, and I don't know. I'm just always mindful, like even taking my dogs to the dog park. I don't think they'll bite anyone, but you never know when dogs have been in that situation when you rescue them from a shelter. It's just like really important to be mindful of how your dogs are. So yeah, that's definitely something I'm thinking about. Who's going to be my dog babysitter out here? So anyone on the West Coast want to be a dog babysitter? That I can go home and visit family, you know, from time to time. I don't have to live there. I don't know. I guess we'll see what the universe has in store.
Yeah, it's easy when you have a little dog and you can, you know, be like, hey, do you mind watching this, you know, tiny little dog? It's another thing when you've got, huge big dogs that are, can be scary. And like you said, with a dog park, you can't just take a dog to the park and let it go and it's like, goes over there and like eats all the other dogs, and you're like, well, that was fun,
Well, yeah, and the other thing is, since we've got 4 of them, they've got pack mentality. So if you take 4 dogs to a park and they start to get territorial with like one new dog that walks in, that's another thing I'm mindful about, because I'm not so much worried that my dog would attack somebody. I'm more worried that they see his size and they see him barking and they don't know him, so they get scared, and then because they're scared, I don't ever want to put a stranger in that position either, like where somebody would be afraid of my dog. And so I just try to avoid dog parks and let them get their activity in our backyard and with each other, unless they go alone.
Yeah, at least they get along. CFM Queen, CFM Rocks Queen's in here. She says, and good to see you too, Queen. Appreciate you being here. She says, do you know that we probably only have about 1 billion years left on this planet as humans, because the sun will burn out and the only viable, seemingly closest planet is 48 light years away. The only person that'll probably still be alive is Elon Musk.
Yeah, right.
and who is it? Keith Richards. Yeah, exactly. And
yes,
Keith Richards.
Especially.
Right. Yeah. I always love that thing. It's like we gotta start worrying about what kind of planet we're gonna leave behind for Keith Richards, So
that's hilarious.
we have to make
that's
sure.
so funny.
Good to see you, CFM Queen, in there as well. Alex, how much longer do we have here with you? I don't want to keep you up. I know you said you had another engagement.
Oh, no. I can still go for another like 20 minutes or so.
Okay, cool.
I have to get going. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds perfect then. Yeah, we'll hang out. I just didn't want to keep you past your engagements there that you needed to get to. So you just let us know, when that comes up.
Awesome.
Any of you guys on panel, you got any questions for Alex? I know.
I love the fact that you worry about other people and their dogs. I mean, to tell you that, we got some idiot over here at the park that likes to let him run, 20 feet in front of him. And then he's like, oh, I'm just a cool guy, and you're just going to like my dog. It's like, dude, you're lucky I don't have a bat right now.
Yeah.
Those people really bother me. Like, I love the people who just care about other people when they go around and do this stuff, because they know that they're not friendly with everybody. You know what I mean? Because people freak out, and then they can feel their hormones of dogs. They get all excited. You know what I mean? And it's not comfortable for anybody else. So I really do appreciate that.
Oh, good. Well, I learned at a young age, because I when I was younger, I was just naive and just didn't know any better. And I used to, there's this one time I let my dog off a leash because I was like, oh, he's well behaved, he's not going to hurt anybody. But there was somebody who happened to be at the park, and it was a man who must have had a bad experience with dogs, but he freaked out. And when I saw his reaction, I was like, I will never bring my dog off leash in public again. Cause you don't, something I didn't think about back then was like how many people who have trauma with dogs. And, and it's not good. It's not safe for you and your dog to have your dogs off leash and to encounter somebody that has trauma, cause you never know how that person's going to react either. So I think it's just like a safety thing for both parties, both the stranger and for you and your dogs too.
Yeah, I have 2 dogs. One's a terrier pit mix. He's a Hellion, Pizza Steve, and then I have a 2XL dog, which is an Anatolian Shepherd. So wow. She's my sweet girl, but she scares my best friends. But I always have a guard dog. I've always had one big dog. You know what I mean? Like that will always be a thing. Yeah. But we've gone to the dog parks and she's fine. But it's the little one that causes the issues because he'll like run around and mess with other dogs and it's really bad. And we took him, my husband's like, I am never going to a dog park again because he won't come to us and he's running around and he's just raising hell. Oh, he's such it's hilarious. Yeah, I'm not a fan of dog parks myself. No,
I know. Yeah. I wish I could go. But the other thing, I took 3 of my dogs once and I had them all on a leash by myself and they literally drugged me across the parking lot. So I'm like, I don't know what I was thinking. Like when I had all 3 dogs, like I had help at home. So I didn't really think of like, what happens if you're on your own and you have to handle 3 dogs on a leash? So I'm just now kind of learning. I'm kind of SOL unless you bring up, and it's hard in Arizona and like out west because it gets to be 120 degrees. So you can't just like leave your dogs inside to run errands or anything like that. Your dogs are pretty much in the house 5 months of the year unless you go out like really early in the morning because they can burn their paws on the pavement and stuff. Yeah. So
Yeah, a lot of people don't think about that with dogs. And, it's kind of sad. Like, you'll see some people, it's like cold as hell outside. And, they have these dogs out and you feel so bad. Or you'll see, like, the complete opposite. People are these idiots. They're going to, Florida at the beach or something, and they're walking their dog around. And you think, you're like, their paws have to be just on fire.
I know.
Yeah, we lived in South Alabama at one point, and we would do a 3-mile loop. And we took my poor dog. He's passed since, but we were running with him, and that I experienced that. And I had to lay down. He had to lay down. I sat with him. My husband had to run and get the truck. I had no idea, and that's just ignorance, right? But I didn't know. Now I know. So I would never do that again. But we were young and dumb. But how horrible! It'll burn their paws.
Right.
What did you say? What did you say, Tia?
I said you're admitting to being an animal abuser? What the hell?
Oh, whatever. He had the best life. I don't even want to talk about it.
We could have Mr. Producer take that part out.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
I was gonna say heat exhaustion is terrifying.
It was his paws.
Yeah,
it was his paws. Like the other dog was fine. She did fine. I felt so bad. And I took care of him, please. He was fine.
No, I took my dog.
PETA, no.
I took my dog hiking once on a mountain. I didn't know that heat exhaustion was a thing when I was younger because I was like 21. Like I didn't know any better. And
right.
I took my dog hiking and he almost collapsed in the heat. And then my roommate was like, "Oh my God, if you live out here, like you can't take your dogs hiking out here. It gets too hot." And their paws. And I was like, "I didn't know."
I know you don't. Yeah. You don't. If you don't know, you don't know until you experience it. And you're like, "No, I know."
Yep. Exactly. So can't beat ourselves up too much. We live and we learn.
Well, and we obviously give our animals good lives. So
exactly.
Everyone gets boo-boos.
Yes, exactly.
And there's a big difference between like you said, being young and just not knowing and doing things.
Yes.
On purpose. Yeah, there's so many sad things. We're no Michael Vicks over here or anything like that.
Yeah.
Or the poor dogs like that just live outside on a chain their whole life.
Oh, I know.
I know. I remember I took a picture years ago, and we were living in the Midwest, and it was very snowy, and I took a picture, and my dog was out on the back porch, and I had her on the line, and it was snowy, but I just had her out for a little while to use the bathroom and whatnot. And someone was like, "Oh my God, your dog is," and I'm like, dude, my dog is an inside dog. Like, but she was a big girl. She was like 90 pounds, and I'm like, no, she's not living out there, people. Like, calm your jets.
No. Welcome to the age of the internet, man. People have no idea.
Right.
They start their dog abuser. And you're like, what are you talking about now?
Yeah.
LW, you have a big dog, don't you, LW?
She runs on AAA batteries. She's huge. If it was, I gotta watch my little lady when she goes out.
My little lady.
I mean, if it's her versus a squirrel, I'm putting my money on the squirrel.
Aw.
Wow.
That's funny.
How many pounds does that dog weigh?
She's not too small. She's like 16 pounds, maybe 17.
Oh, she's not too small.
Yeah, LW's daughter got a gift for Christmas of a little puppy. So while she's at school and stuff like that, what is her name again?
Lucy. So Lucy.
Right. So it's
Lucy.
So it's all dressed up with a little pink leash and all that jazz. And LW's a big guy. A pretty manly man kind of guy, and it's pretty funny. I always tease him about him having while his daughter's at school and all that kind of stuff like that. He has to take the dog out for a walk through the neighborhood, with his little pink leash and his thing. I love it. I love it though.
Is the leash hot pink? Yes, it is.
Yes.
And I'm just going out. Come on, shit for daddy. Come on.
Take a dump. Can you get this over with?
Yeah, it's a beauty though. It's a beautiful thing. The things that a man will do for their daughters. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's a good
That's
thing.
Right.
But I'm still going to give my buddy hell, about that. Look who has managed to join us. We have Gutters Pub joining us now. Finally, how you doing tonight, Gutters?
I'm here. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, what's up?
Oh, well, I had my grandson tonight, and I thought I was going to have him all night, but their dinner plans got changed. And so they said, well, we're going out to dinner, but we're going to be back early, so we're going to pick him up. And I said, okay, hurry up and get your ass back here so I can go do my show.
There you go.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Here I am.
Well, good to have you here. Glad you finally made it. You missed out. We've been talking all kinds of cool stuff earlier. I think you would have loved it. There was a couple conversations I'm glad you weren't here for, but definitely glad you're here now. When you go back and rewatch, you'll know the moment I am speaking of.
Well, then I would say start over, but I'm afraid our producer would throw me off the panel, so I won't say that.
I guess he's not here, huh?
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, he got called into work a little while ago, so I'm doing both jobs. I actually just managed to.
So you can do whatever you want.
I can
know,
do whatever.
You're free.
I actually managed to just now, while this was going, managed to take KJ's music video of the night that we're going to play here in just a few minutes. I managed to get it, put it into another format, edit it, fix the audio, and upload it to StreamYard while we were doing this. So yes, I am a man of
That's impressive. I was wondering, I was
here.
like, I swear, do you know how fast I did that? Like, I hope.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh, it's like a minute 40 seconds of just silly. I have to pay tribute. You'll see.
What we do is we do.
I will be right back, guys.
Like I said, normally at the beginning of the show, we do, a news clip, and it's basically comedy news clips, nothing too controversial, but just talk about fun clips. I've got a little segment. Gutters usually has a little segment, and KJ, since she is, she usually throws together some kind of song of latest news, normally in the music industry and stuff like that. It's just for fun, but we do make sure we do that.
I'm so exciting. I hope I catch it because I think I was trying to figure out my battery. I think I have like 2% battery or something like that, maybe 5%.
Well, let's do this. Let's make sure, because I don't want to lose you like right there at the end. So what you can do, you can tune back in and watch it on the stream.
Okay.
But so go on ahead before, because I don't want to have you just drop off and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But you're always a wonderful guest here. You know, you're always welcome back here. We love talking to you. I love all your videos, your stuff like that. So go on ahead, tell everybody, you know, where, I know a lot of people, the links are there, but there are people watching on multiple platforms. Tell everybody where they can find you, like in their ears.
Well, thank you. I'm on YouTube at Statements by Alex and The Starletta Show, as well as Instagram at Statements by Alex and also The Starletta Show, and then TikTok on Statements by Alex and Starletta's World on TikTok. And those, I'm mostly active on YouTube though. And also, I think last time we did an episode, if you follow from another streaming platform, sometimes it will automatically unsub you. So I recommend if you do sub, if you're coming from this stream, just so you don't lose me, even if you just watch like 10 seconds of a video on my page, just so it shows that you watch it and that YouTube doesn't flag you as a bot, because it will flag a bunch of people as bots if they come over from other streaming platforms sometimes. So I think last time we did a show, I lost like everyone who subscribed. So
no.
So no, it's and then
well, you know what YouTube does? This is what YouTube does, especially when your channels are growing and they're smaller and things like that. When you get a influx of subscribers at one time,
that's it.
They go, wait a minute, that's not normal activity for a channel. So it's really a bad thing for people who are trying to do something. So make sure you go, when you sub up, hit the bell notification. Go in, watch one video at least. Watch a short. Watch one of the short videos all the way through. Hit the thumbs up. Leave a comment. That's the best thing to do. Go in there and leave a comment. Then YouTube goes, okay, wait a minute, that's not a bot. That is an actual person interacting with the channel, because when people buy bots, they just flood in, never interact with the channel. So YouTube flags it like that. So, but yeah, tune back in. Come in, make sure you listen to our news bit. It is actually pretty funny. We're going to plow through that. Then we'll probably drop the open lines here, let anybody calls in who wants to. But any last words, any blessings to the people, or anything else you would like to go out with there, Alex?
Well, I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me on. Like, I always have a blast, and I always look forward to doing the show with you guys. I think your show is excellent. That intro is killer. You did a great job managing 2 jobs tonight. I loved everything about tonight. So thanks for having me, and I appreciate everybody who's also watching, and look forward to coming back again soon.
Well, we can't wait to see, and we can't wait to see the return of Starletta. Like I said, I'm waiting, pins and needles.
Yes, and it's always good to see you.
You too.
You're positive. I dig it.
Always a fun talk.
That looks like a fun life, man. I'll tell you that one, yeah.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys, and have a good night.
All right, Alex, as always, thanks so much for coming up. Y'all do, please, like I said, make sure you check out Statements by Alex. All her stuff is in the description of this video. Nightbot will be dropping it all night. Alex, you are awesome. Thank you so much for coming up. Check out the news clips. You're going to want to see that.
Yes.
Go plug your phone in and
I
come
know,
to the
I
chat.
missed you too. Sounds good. All right, I'll definitely be checking out the video too. So.
All right, see you later, alligator.
See you guys later. Bye.
All right, there you go, guys. Statements by Alex. Always good to have her on here as well. We do want to say thanks to everybody out there in the chat coming in there, supporting the show. I see we got coming in here, YouTube Police coming in here. What's up, Copper? Good to see you. Oh, that's why we had Mr. Duggar in here. What's up, Mr. Duggar? We got Wanda E coming in here. Good to see you, Wanda E. Big Dog Ma. Sun Honey Studios coming in here. Dozer, what's up, Dozer? We got Ann Howcroft in here. Good to see you, too. We got Astrolab in here. We got Josh Johnson in here. I'm not exactly sure who that weirdo is, but good to see him as well. He says the girl in the red with the guitar is hot, on fire. So that's always good to know, too. I personally don't think so. It'd be a little creepy, but good to see you, whoever you are, you weird son of a bitch. Yeah, and Matt Dummett in here.
All the guys tell her that.
Right. Oh, geez. Yeah, we do thank everybody. This is streaming out. I don't know what's up with Nathan. You having a problem on your X side as well over there?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not just me.
I didn't know he had an X.
Yeah, exactly. No, for some reason, Twitter, X or whatever, It is not, the streams are not working over there tonight. So,
Ooh, that's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Interesting. What's the conspiracy behind that one?
I don't know. We probably broke it. Yeah, Gutters Pub. It's okay. I've got enough shitty news for us. And, we're going to plow through this as we go. We got Dave Brown, Bourbon Hunter in here as well. And I do want to give a special shout out. Alex's crew over there. There are people watching live from over on her channel. She is streaming this out over there as well. This is going out so many platforms. I don't even know. Trying to keep up with the chat as best I can. But we do appreciate each and every one of you. And everybody is welcome. I saw we had a few new people coming in here saying they were from over on Alex's channel. So good to see all
awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah, super cool. What? Jinx.
So
you owe me
Gutters
a Coke.
Pub. Gutters Pub. Is your arm feeling better?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Good
Nothing
deal.
a little lidocaine patch won't fix.
All right. Well, that's always good to hear. So Nathan, you got any updates for us this week? Any news or anything like that? Or you don't have to. I was just curious if you did.
No, they're just working me like a dog here. That's all that's happening. I got to build like 15 Tesla coils in 2 days. So
he's gonna need a lidocaine.
Dang, for real?
Yeah, they just keep me busy.
Nice.
I mean, I think it's my wife. I think she makes people order stuff so that I have to work.
She makes it.
She don't like me sitting around.
She makes them.
She pays them. She
like,
takes
"You got
his
a man
money and then
cave, you
pays
better work for it."
them to order shit.
That's funny.
All right. Well, LW, how about you? Do you have a weekly thing for us, or no? I'm just trying to figure out what we got going here.
LW stepped away, I think.
Oh, okay. LW stepped away. So KJ, you want me to play yours? I just went through a lot of work while I was doing this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Let's bust right in here. Let's hear what KJ. Now, what is this about? Why don't you tell everybody what you're doing here first?
I've got to pay tribute to some loss that we've had in the entertainment industry, and that's it. You'll see.
Okay, I just wanted everybody to know what they're doing. All right, here, I got it uploaded. Hopefully I did it good. I haven't had a chance to proofread, so I hope it's not too loud.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, I did edit it right there and try to edit the sound out. When you send it over, it's not in the same format that I can upload it straight to StreamYard. So I have to take it, put it into another, editing software, edit it, pull it back out and upload it. But I got it done just in time. So this is 1 minute and 48. Let's see what KJ's got for us this week.
Gonna take a freak train down to Dawson's Creek, Lord. Say goodbye to James Vanderbeek. I'm gonna go down 3 doors down, give Brad Arnold a hug. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what Kid Rock, his music did to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what Bad Bunny, his Spanish did to me? I'm gonna find me a hole in the wall, not the glory one, you know. 'Cause I'm tired, y'all. It's Valentine's weekend. I ain't got nowhere to go. Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what Kid Rock, his music did to me? Can't you see? Oh, can't you see what Bad Bunny, yeah, his Spanish did to me?
Oh my gosh.
All right, there we go.
That's your 15. It took me 15 minutes. I was like, boom, boom, freaking out. It was done.
So you're telling me you like Bad Bunny?
No.
Did somebody mention my favorite recording artist?
Oh, wow. One of the two people that watched that thing at halftime?
Oh my God.
And I had it on two TVs. So they were both me.
I changed the avatar as soon as I realized, oh yeah, I have Bad Bunny.
No.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Gutters is coming up there with Bad Bunny.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, I might have been the only person, and I'm not making fun. It's like LW pointed out. I mean, people around the world like Bad Bunny, and, good for them. I really don't care what people like. You like what you want to like.
I didn't know who he was, so.
No, me neither. I thought it was going to be some hot chick with a wardrobe malfunction.
Right.
I was like, oh, Bad Bunny. My mind went to Hugh Hefner. I'm like,
we would all watch that halftime show.
Right, exactly. Yeah, I would have been like, oh, I'm all over this. But, yeah. Hey, what's up, Jared Carter? He says, that song escalated quickly.
I had to, it was like, okay, well,
We all watched
why I
Dawson's
even know
Creek,
what that
right?
is beyond me, but whatever.
Right, as long as you know what a
I
Bad
didn't
Bunny is. All right, so I did get us a quick weekly news segment. If you look at this, Alex is over there holding up a ladder for KJ. Look at that. Yeah, you got a lot of applause going on in here too.
Nice.
A lot of KJ. You had a lot of people on there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're laughing there. Dave Brown, he doesn't like Bad Bunny. He's like, no.
Right.
No.
I know, right?
Good to see you, Dave Brown.
I didn't even watch it, honestly, but.
No, I didn't either. I went to a Super Bowl party, and I wouldn't have even watched the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the party. The only reason I went was just for the chicken dip, and it was really good.
This is the first year I haven't watched the Super Bowl. I didn't even watch it. I just didn't even. My husband was at something he had to do, so he could. We just didn't even watch it. But
I couldn't even watch it out of rebellion. I couldn't make it.
Yeah,
I tried.
Yeah.
Well, I want to give a big shout out though to my buddy that I do cover college football with over in Clemson and stuff like that. He's been sending me clips. He's covering curling at the Olympics right now. And over there, so he's at the Olympics right now.
Is that for real?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for real. Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
that's
So
awesome.
shout out Mark. Shout out to Mark. I know you're in
Every
over
time.
there doing a lot of other things other than listening to our show tonight. But super cool, brother. Really neat to know that you're getting to do
Every
that.
time
Cover
Bull
curling
says
for the
that,
Olympics.
I think he's getting ready to say a joke.
No,
there's a joke, that's
No,
going
I
to come
actually like
after the
curling.
whole curling thing, and then it's not a joke. I'm like, oh, well, I really thought it was going to be a joke.
Which one?
No,
was
but
the
speaking
curling?
of jokes, all right. So I don't know if anybody's ready for the dumbest, most batshit breaking news from the last few days. Peak idiocy from Full 6. Science, fuck-ups, conspiracy, lunacy, global clownery, arrests that will make you question evolution, and the weekly cage match of our Florida man versus Ohio man, where both contestants are already brain dead, but still swinging. All right, so we got no funerals, no border BS, no pronoun debates, just pure, uncut human stupidity. So buckle up, snowflakes. We've got it coming to you. All right, so here we go. Science Corner coming in. Did you hear about, Nathan, you keep up with CERN, right?
Keep up with what?
CERN, C-E-R-N. Yeah, you know CERN. Where they got that thing. So over in CERN, the dipshits over there, they accidentally birthed a baby black hole that lasted half a second and vaporized a guy's sad ham sandwich. The scientists over there, they were high-fiving, calling it progress. All the conspiracy bros on X were screaming it's a portal for lizard people to steal our cold cuts. But, if the Illuminati wanted your lunch, they just tax it like everything else. In world news, Berlin, over there in Berlin, they ran out of doner kebab meat for 6 damn hours because some trucker decided Poland looked pretty this time of year. Germans lost their minds. So you had grown-ass mans weeping in the streets like their dogs just died. One genius actually tried to 3D print lamb slices and ended up with what looked like gray Play-Doh, I think is how they described it. The mayor airlifted emergency meat, and city celebrated by queuing politely for hours. Peak German chaos. Let's see, conspiracy theory news here. We got viral 4chan videos thread claiming smart fridges. Oh, this one I really love. Does anybody have a smart fridge?
No.
Negative.
I don't even have a dumb fridge.
Well, apparently these fridges, they have turned into pervert cams watching you stress eat ice cream at 3 a.m. Yeah. Then they're selling that footage to Big Dairy for ads. Evidence, chunky monkey bingers now get Target ads for gym memberships and divorce lawyers. Nestle has not commented, which obviously means they're jerking off to your shame spirals.
Oh my gosh.
You mean some sad bastard is watching me hold a beer in one hand and a drumstick in the other at the
I mean, seriously.
I was going to say the joke's on them. They should see what I do on my counter.
Yikes.
Right, I'm hacking into.
That's how they sell extra ads. You see, they already figured it out. They knew you.
All right, so we had happening on February 11th, a Colorado genius. He tried to return a pissed off live raccoon to Petco, screaming that it was defective and it won't play fetch and keeps biting his nuts, which is great. These are real news stories, by the way. These are real news stories. So the raccoon immediately started boosting Slim Jims like a pro shoplifter out of the store. Man swore he had a receipt. He probably had rabies, not a receipt, I would imagine. In February 9th, a Vegas tourist bet a hotel towel in a $40,000 poker hand because it's Egyptian cotton, he said. He ended up losing and tried to bolt out wearing the casino's robe like it was his winnings. Security dogpiled him while he was yelling, "House always wins, my ass." What a party with this guy.
That's awesome.
This must have been Hufferbilly Paul. I think this was Hufferbilly Paul when he was in Vegas. All right, in Seattle, we had a roommate fight that escalated to a felony assault. They were with a frozen salmon as the weapon. So dude took a swing, like it was Thor's hammer over whose turn it was to buy toilet paper. The fish has now turned into evidence, and the victim wants it grilled as reparations. The judge is actually considering it. Let's see. So we got more science news coming to you here. In South Korea, the eggheads over there, they built a robot that actually gets legitimately hammered on ethanol. So on his first drunk act, the butcher's Bohemian Rhapsody, it gets up there and butchered Bohemian Rhapsody in karaoke, then tried to Venmo tip the lab with fake crypto. The lead researcher, we have perfectly replicated human regret. The next step is to teach it to drunk text exes. Everybody knows that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. We got a conspiracy runner-up there coming for you, though. TikTok's latest brain rot clouds are just botched chemtrail tests. Look, that one's a failed dick shape. The government can't even spray cocks right. NASA stays silent because they're too busy laughing. Let's see, world news bonus. We got humanity's last brain cell flickering here. Osaka vending machine. Oh, this is a great one. So in Osaka, a vending machine glitches, starts giving free drinks to stray cat that keeps headbutting it like a simp. The cat now has 400 Instagram followers and energy drink sponsorships over there. Locals call the machine Simp Kun, which is awesome. The text won't fix it because even they know it's the purest thing humans have created this decade. All right, moving on. We got our main event coming for you, the Florida Man versus Ohio Man weekly idiot bloodbath. So I'm going to give you 3 Florida Man stories, then 3 Ohio Man stories. So in Florida Man, coming in hot, swinging his meth-fueled cock. Over here, we've got February 8th, a Florida man flees cops on a stolen golf cart wearing a Spider-Man mask, blasting Sweet Caroline like it's his getaway anthem.
Wait, was that you?
Yeah, exactly.
I was going to say, fools, you can't write your story in our newscast.
Yeah. All right, everybody keep this one under your breath. Do not, this might go to court. He ended up getting caught, and I screamed, that I was late for Avengers therapy. He screamed that he was late for Avengers therapy.
Avengers therapy.
Next up on February 10th, let's see. We had a Florida man. He breaks into a closed water park at 3 a.m. to, quote, unquote, quality test the lazy river. So he actually wrote it 47 times ended up passing out on the tube and was clutching a contraband churro like a teddy bear when they found him. February 12th, let's see. The Florida man tries to settle a $300 bar tab with a crayon coupon that said 1 free lifetime of regret, non-transferable. Bartender said no. A bar fight ended up breaking out, and the coupon even got denied in court as well. So, yeah, there's your Florida man. These are all real stories, so just so you know. Ohio man, all right, February 7th, Ohio man calls 911 because his parrot, a parrot, yes, the bird, went full communist and ununionized, demanding better seed, dental, and a 401k. Dispatch kept him on the line 20 minutes for the entertainment value. February 9th, Ohio man tries to trade a running lawnmower for concert tickets at the venue box office. Denied, so he's there with a running lawnmower. He fires it up indoors to prove a resale value. The entire lobby becomes a smoke machine. It was a beautiful thing to breathe. Last Ohio man, one Ohio man gets wasted, challenges a statue of President McKinley, of all the people. He challenges McKinley to bare knuckle boxing at 2 a.m. Witnesses say he landed 3 solid hits before cops tased his patriotic ass. So I am giving another 3-2 win for the Florida man this week on unhinged creativity. But Ohio man, does take most likely to be your uncle at Thanksgiving award.
Well, that last Cleveland story kind of explains everybody's thoughts on Cleveland in the chat earlier, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty universal in the chat about Cleveland.
Exactly. Yeah, everybody told you, Alex, don't move to Ohio. It is much cooler in Florida. All right, well, there you go. That's your 8 minutes of humanity face planting into the toilet of existence. The world's a septic tank, and we're all just floating in it. But at least the turds are funny. Stay savage, folks. Stay laughing, and for F's sake, don't be next Friday night's headline.
Yes. That was awesome.
Best I could do this week, folks, but I hope that was at least a little bit enjoyable.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to take a breath now. Take a breath now. Right. Gigi says she ain't got nothing for us. LW, you don't have anything for us either this week on as far as that goes?
Well, we had technical difficulties over here. That's the reason I was late to the pre-show. My computer crashed, and I had it all open in a tab that I worked on today, and I don't remember most of it. So that's a long way of saying the dog ate my homework.
You know, one time my little brother actually did eat my homework.
Shut up.
No, I swear to God, it was one of the funniest things in the world. My little brother actually did eat my homework one time, and I actually went to the school, and
the nuns beat you for it, didn't they?
No. But it was funny. My little brother actually did eat my homework one time. So, good for him. I hope he learned something.
Was it just for funsies, or did y'all feed him?
I mean, he was little. Like
in
I said.
pieces, or did he just take
He
the
just
whole?
chewed on it, just chewed on the paper and basically ate my homework. Yeah, it was pretty bad.
He
Thank you,
probably
Big
had
Dog Mom.
one question done. He's like, my
Right.
brother ate my homework.
He probably handed it to him.
Right, I blamed
He
everything
handed
on
it to him.
Johnny.
Go ahead, eat this. You've been eating everything else.
Here, Johnny. You know this.
Hey, Johnny.
Right, exactly.
Oh, jeez. That's hilarious.
So KJ, how did your so you were up there in the Music City? Oh, I'm going to do something here really fast. I am going to give you. We've got another 20 minutes of this show, so I do want to extend the StreamYard link out there. If anybody would like to join and they would like to do that, they are more than welcome to. We would love to hear from you. We can pull people up one at a time if anybody would like to. But I'm going to go on ahead and post that link. I'm going to turn this light off so I can actually see again. I'm trying to read my notes there. But I am going to post this link into the chat here. Gutters, old man, if you would like to do that as well, you are more than welcome to. But if anybody would like to call in, tell us their thoughts, we would love to hear from you.
Hey, Johnny's in the chat again. He came back.
Johnny said, did he poop it out?
Well, he didn't actually swallow.
I don't know, Johnny. You're the one that ate it.
Yeah, there.
You tell us.
Wait, Johnny.
Johnny.
Wasn't it you?
Always good to see Johnny in here. Did he poop it out? Exactly. I like it.
That's funny.
It was some good fiber. I'm sure he did.
Big Dog Ma's got a good point. I did not pay him to eat the homework of Big Dog Ma. Yeah, I did not. I would never have gave him a wooden nickel, but it did happen. Rita says, "Good job, T. Good or great job." I wish I had that clip to play. I don't think I have it on this layout. No, I don't have Coach Z on here. Wish I did though. Great job, and that is good. Thanks for being here, Rita. Always good to see you. Let's see what else we got. We got people trolling me in the chat. I love it. I like getting trolled. A lot of people get offended by it, but I like it.
Well, no bits, no shoes. I dropped pizza on my homework and my dog ate it. Of course, Teach thought I was lying. My father would not tell her it was true. I could easily see that happening. My dogs would.
Hey, good to see you, Mama Bear Leah, as always. No, KJ, you did a good job with the song tonight. It was really pretty, even though, like you said, you had to rush it. Well, it was really good. It was better than last week's. I will say that. So.
Really?
Yeah, I like it.
You mean
better.
the sound or like?
It's everything.
I thought it was funnier last week, but I mean that was like 15 minutes. Like I was like, that wasn't the actual. I was trying to do. Anyway, we'll talk about it later.
Did you
I was trying to do
Dawson's Creek?
I watched it a little bit. It was a little. I feel like it was a little older than it was. It wasn't exactly. I liked him because I was, he was like, I knew who he was, and especially in Friday Night Lights, But that was super sad, dude. And Three Doors Down. That's why it was hard to write. It was like, God, there's such sad news in the entertainment this week. Like there wasn't like any. It was hard because I had to pay tribute because Three Doors Down, dude. I mean, and both of them battled cancer. It was so sad. But yeah, I watched a little bit of Dawson's Creek. Not much.
3 Doors Down, the singer died?
Yeah. He passed away. Yeah, pancreatic. Which I mean he had stage 4 and he announced it like probably a year or so ago. Yeah. So it was a sad week and a half, 2 weeks for the entertainment. So it was like kind of hard to find, you know what I mean? So I was like, well, I'll just pay tribute because I'm not gonna, it was different too, which he, obviously the James dude wasn't a musician, but I mean, he was still, Varsity Blues, not Friday Night Lights. Thank you.
Oh,
it was Varsity Blues.
I was thinking for the face, it's not there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Varsity Blues is good.
Yeah, Varsity Blues, not Friday Night Lights.
All right, so we do have a caller coming in here. Let's see what Johnny has for us tonight.
Yay.
In here, let's see what Johnny tonight.
Yay.
In here, let's see what Johnny.
Wow.
In here.
That's echoing like 17 times.
Wow, that was really crazy.
I know that was really crazy.
Johnny, I feel like God was coming.
Johnny, you got to turn your YouTube off. Johnny, just be on StreamYard.
That was excellent.
I mean, that angelic voice over and over and over again. It was quite nice to hear. But yeah,
Lord.
Let's see. That was quite nice to hear.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
here you can hear it again.
Oh God, I'm tripping, y'all.
Wow.
Johnny, I'm gonna bring you up. Make sure you tune your. Maybe you're watching on your phone and it's Bluetooth to your soundboard or something like that. But yeah, make sure you turn your YouTube off.
I feel like I've been here before.
No, just come up like that, Johnny. It's kind of fun. Do it again.
All right.
I know.
I kind of liked it.
All right, there we go. I think we got Johnny in here clear now. What's up, Johnny? How you doing?
Fuck that. Go back to the echoing.
Right.
I know. I was like, man, this takes me back.
We can't hear you, Johnny.
I know. I was like, yeah.
He's like, that's right.
It's back on now. I like it.
I know. I was like, yeah. Oh my God.
That reminded me of an acid trip back in the
That
90s.
is amazing.
I know.
Dude, that was so trippy. I can't stop laughing.
That was awesome, actually.
That was awesome.
I don't see how it was coming through like 17 times at once. It was like,
but it was good.
Whoa, yeah.
I felt like I needed to repeat myself 47.
Oh, that was wonderful. You made me feel young again.
All right, let's see. I think maybe he's coming back on a different one here. Wait, this is a different Johnny. I'm not sure who this Johnny is. What's up, Johnny? How you doing?
Uh-oh.
That one's scaring me.
I know, that was scaring me too. What are you going to show us, Johnny?
He says in the back chat he ate my homework. Give me one moment. Let me see what's up right here.
Oh, we missed Baker. We're so sorry.
I know. Someone's like, "Where's Baker?
Where is a Baker?
We'll never do it again. Please come back
when we need him." All right, give me one moment, folks. Give me one moment. We're going to bring the Johnnies up. We're going to see what's going on here.
Oh, get both of them.
That's right. We're going to get swinging Johnnies here.
Dude, was that not funny though?
That was
Holy
awesome.
cow.
It was awesome. So let's see what we got here going on. We do have to make sure we realize this is streaming out on Alex's platform as well. So here we go. Johnny Patarosa, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Now, last time I came on the show, my battery was low, so I couldn't hear you guys. My mic was just bad. So yeah, I'm new to your channel.
Oh, cool. Well, welcome in, man. Sorry, I brought other Johnny back up. Johnny, you got to turn on, not Johnny that's up here, the other Johnny. So we've got Johnny and Johnny. You just have to turn off YouTube on your computer. For some reason, it is bleeding in and echoing back to us. So, Johnny Patarosa, what say you, brother? What you got for us tonight, Johnny Patarosa?
You're muted, Johnny.
Yeah, you're
got
muted,
the right Johnny?
Oh boy! All right, we lost Johnny Patarosa. Let's try other Johnny again. Watch this. I can hear myself. I'll bet $50. I know what I'm about to say.
It's a good strip club.
This is a thing of nightmares.
Welcome in, everybody. For some reason, Johnny, you are echoing back to us.
I'm still
everything
echoing.
I'm saying.
Yo.
Am I still echoing?
Yeah, for some. Everything I say, I hear again.
It's kind of cool. Just keep going with it.
Welcome in, everybody.
This will be a cheap drunk tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
We have taken control of your horizontal. Your vertical. Do not attempt to touch the television.
I can't listen to him say that 4 times.
Horizontal and bop.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you,
but
we don't hear ourselves.
I can't stop laughing.
Try to leave and come back.
No, don't go. Why you keep doing that?
Good.
I know this is like getting trippy. Getting trippy here. We're gonna the outer limits.
Free acid trip.
Dude, everybody was getting off on it.
All right, we do have
Yikes.
Johnny Patarosa coming back up with us. How you doing tonight, Johnny?
Yeah, my mic's in and out. My phone's kinda
we
low,
want
so.
the echo. Bring it.
No.
This is a different Johnny. Calm down there.
Okay.
All
There's
right, so
two Johnnies? That's random.
two Johnnies. Yeah, we got. I know Johnny. So what do you got for us tonight,
weird.
there, Johnny? Patarosa. I guess I'm saying that right, Patarosa.
Peter Rosa. Close enough, though.
Peter
Rosa. All right, cool. So what do you got for us tonight?
Nothing much. I mean, I'm just going off of what you guys are saying about they eat your homework, because I used to milk goats, so they used to eat my homework all the time. So.
You used to milk goats, male or female goats?
Female.
Okay, good.
With a machine, not by hand.
Okay.
With a machine.
All right, just making sure.
So how did that work with your teachers?
It worked fine because I'd give them goat milk with Ovaltine, the chocolate
That's
mix.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're like, yeah.
Ovaltine.
It's
Cool.
spiking their milk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, exactly. I remember Ovaltine. I always wanted that, little Orphan Annie decoder ring. But
Drink more Ovaltine.
Exactly.
He was so pissed.
You don't remember the song back in the 90s? I feel like an Ovaltine.
No, I don't remember that.
I do, unfortunately.
Milk
I
the
was very
teachers? Did you didn't? No, he didn't milk the teachers. That would be completely inappropriate.
No, not milk the teachers. But yeah, we do have to wrap this up in 1 second, though, Johnny. So what do you got for us? You blast us out. What do you think of the show earlier? You got anything to add with the whole MK Ultra or any of that kind of stuff like that? What did you think about all that?
I actually just came back because my phone was charging, so I just came back when you said Johnny ate your homework. Your brother, I believe. So.
Oh yeah. My brother Johnny. Yeah, he was a little son of a bitch. Yeah, had to deal with that guy. Well, yeah, man. Appreciate you coming up. We do try to keep this to 2 minutes, or to 2 hours, not 2 minutes. But we do appreciate you jumping up here and calling in. I'm going to jump over here, get the other Johnny, see if it comes through, and we are going to wrap this thing up. But I am glad you're coming in, and you are welcome to call in. Normally we have more call-in time, but this show. Went a little different than normal format, but we do appreciate you being here. You got any last words to say to all these beautiful people out there?
Ask him about the landing.
Wait. Yeah, so we do like to ask everybody who calls in, and maybe we did before, did we or did we not land on the moon in 1969?
I don't think we did because we're not all gray-skinned.
All right, I like it. So here's another doubter. I got my video about to come out where I, man on the street, interviewed people about that. So everybody stay tuned for that one.
Nice.
Yep, I got one coming out. Well, man, appreciate you jumping up. We always love having callers, and hope you're enjoying the show and appreciate all your support. So thanks for being here, buddy.
Oh yeah, I like your smooth voice too. So smooth.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man. Thanks. Awesome. My co-hosts are gonna like. Punch me in the back and, it is swelling up just in case you guys didn't, know that already. But
it wears on you after a while.
It wears on you. All right, Johnny, thanks for coming up, brother. We appreciate you.
Have a good night. Thanks, man.
All right, you too, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Johnny.
God bless you. All right, let's try to pull on. Oh, God, here we go again. I don't know why this is echoing.
That's what I like.
We're back, baby. We're back.
Go out on this, honey bun.
Is it echoing again?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
And for some reason, our views are going up.
Welcome.
We thought this was
Ride it on in.
She sells by the seashore.
That is true. We have double viewers since the echo started.
Oh my God.
I'm like Rumble.
Well, we got double the voices. Don't make me talk about myself.
All right, Johnny, what I want you to do is, if you can hear me. I'm sure everybody can hear me 3 times right now. So what I want you to do is...
No.
Wait a minute, gutters. Hang on. Because I really do want to hear from Johnny. So Johnny, what I want you to do is... Something's feeding back. There's something Bluetoothing your phone, or something is Bluetoothing to your soundboard. So turn all your Bluetooths off. I'm going to take this other caller, and then I'll bring you back up. All right. All right, here we go. Now we've got one more caller over here, the man that needs no introduction, as always, but I'm going to give him one anyway.
And keep having as many Duggars as possible. So it's going to be a Duggar America, everybody.
How we doing tonight there, Mr. Duggar Fishing?
Hey, good evening, everybody. I just wanted to mention, y'all thought I was the king of the reverb. Oh my God. That was freaking me out, man. I've smoked too much pot to hear that much shit. You know? That was like...
That is so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy going in. Hopefully, it is a Bluetooth issue, though. What's happening is somehow or another, a YouTube from a phone or something like that is cycling through his soundboard, whatever he's using, and causing us to hear it again.
I miss it.
Yeah, well, stop it. Remember, we are, I think, let me just double check, but I do want to make sure we do have to, we are streaming on other people's channels as well. So I do want to make sure we do, not put out any content on somebody else's channel that they wouldn't want. You know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah.
Can't be ourselves anymore.
Right.
Tighten it up.
Tighten it up.
No echoes.
Oh.
All
All right.
Let me
Anyway.
make sure we always
We'll
have
go
to be
down in
respectful
flames.
of all our people. So what do you got for us tonight there, Mr. Duggar? How you doing?
I know one thing. When your producer sees this kind of stuff, he's gonna have like
He's going to have a conniption.
He's gonna get a rash from it. I'm telling you.
A rash.
And,
We're gonna get spanked. We're gonna get in bad trouble.
Don't do it, Gigi.
I was sorry. I changed my word. I
Gigi
changed
is
it.
Gigi is hoping she gets spanked.
No, we can't.
No.
Okay, what I am going to say is I have the ability to do this. So anybody watching over on Statements by Alex, I do want to just go on ahead and end the stream over there just because I don't want content going out. She did a great show with us, and we really appreciate her coming over here. So, I really do want to say thanks over there. I think I can end this and do this correct way. So I'm going to work on that real fast. Give me one moment.
Okay.
If we all go away, good night. We love you
What's
all.
up, Duggar?
No, we're not all going
I
away,
know,
but I
I'm
just want to make sure. A post was created on YouTube for this. You're guessing by Alex. I can't do it. I'm sorry. She'll have
Duggar,
to do
did you watch the game? The Super Bowl? The Super Bowl?
If you had to bet, what do you think?
I'm going to say no.
I would venture to say your new wall poster of Bad Bunny just came in this week.
Hell yeah.
I don't even know who played still.
Really?
Just careless. And comrade, was you taking a shot at me?
It was the Texans and the Dolphins. The Dolphins won by 30.
LW.
Dan Marino only threw for 216 yards.
As long as Marino got his, he came back, made that comeback and all, But man, it's been a beautiful day. We've had some outstanding winter-looking weather out there today. It's just dreary, no snow, but dreary and raining. Which in the desert you'll take rain anytime you can get it, But usually at this time I've got 2 foot of snow out there. So thank you guys. Give me rain, but not snow.
Wow.
So it's just a mess now. But hey, man, you had a great show tonight, and I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me up here. I just
man.
say
Thanks for coming up, man. It was. I always love having Alex up. She's a really great guest, and like I said, this is still streaming live on her channel as well. So let's be a little, conscious of what we're saying here.
Absolutely.
Hey, calm down. You can't say bomb on an airplane.
I'm just being nice. But yeah, she was. What do you think about all that MK Ultra and stuff like that, Duggar?
Dude, MK Ultra. That's like it just taking over young people's minds and running them in and doing ops and stuff. So, I mean, it's beyond me. I hope everybody has a good time with it, trying to figure out who the bad guys are. They're all confusing. And I think if you haven't noticed that the people that are like, I don't want to get really political, but the Democrat side, it always seems to be the culprits. That's the question. But wanting to switch it back around and trying to keep up division in our country, and I don't understand that anymore. But to have our government come in and be part of the conspiracy, to known fact that they conspired against the American people, which some of the stuff that came out with the FBI and stuff was made with an affirmation that yes, this truly did happen. It's God, I mean, it makes you stop and wonder, man, who's your real friend in government? Or
yeah, Lord only knows. I mean, it's hard to figure. I mean, they did a lot of crazy things that. The things that the government has done is crazy. You look back.
Yeah, and she did mention a little bit about how, people who become, whether in the media or Hollywood or whatever, and you check their connections, kind of like their backstory. A lot of, not all of them, obviously, but they all kind of lead somewhere, that, their parents were in some government program, their grandparents or whatever, just seems really odd that, that
it's
that
a group
happens that happens a lot, like what was it, the guy who shot Reagan, what is it, the Jodie Foster told him to do it, or he was in love with her or something like that.
He did it to impress her because Jodie Foster didn't like Reagan.
Yeah, and then you come to find out that guy, like, his parents were friends with the Bushes, and his parents go back to this and that with the government. It's just like, wow, this is all kind of weird.
Yeah, all that stuff ties together, and he had to be another one of the people carrying the Catcher in the Rye, and he was, one of these copycat, offers, and yeah, it was pretty bad. There's a lot of it that just doesn't add up. When there is too many coincidences that all align, you really have to go, too many coincidences make me wonder.
Yeah, and all of that crazy stuff. She was talking about what they did to those kids, and then she was saying, it's no wonder some of them had, substance problems and addictions and stuff. That's crazy stuff to rewire people's brains like that,
Yeah, and it's scary. It's scary. So let's go on ahead. Duggar, you got anything else for us, brother?
Hey, I just got, God is great. I'm too blessed to be stressed. It's a group of good people here. Y'all throw a thumbs up for them, and y'all take care of your little bitty selves, and I'm gonna go toodaloo. So
good night, Duggar.
I like Duggar. I want to see Duggar toodaloo in real life one day.
I know. I love
Mr. Duggar. Love you, Mr. Duggar. There you go. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Duggar Fishing. Y'all make sure you get over there and sub him up. Great friend of the show over there. We love Mr. Duggar over here. All right, let's see if we can bring Johnny back up again. Let's see. Hopefully, I've got my fingers crossed. I think it's going to work this time. Let's see what happens. We got you back, Johnny.
Hello.
Oh, my God. Look at that.
Damn it.
7 times a charm.
Is it doing it again?
Nope, you're good.
Yeah.
Gutters is disappointed that you're not.
How embarrassing.
Whatever. It was hilarious.
I thought it was, I literally was missing it. Once you were gone, it was like, wait, that was kind of funny.
It added some spice.
I have sweat coming off my forehead.
I know that feeling, though. It's like, oh, no, how do I fix this?
No,
we've all been there, brother. We have all been there. If you do this long enough, everybody's going to be that person every now and then. So how you doing tonight there, Johnny, Utah?
I had a whole list of things I was going to talk about MK Ultra, and it's like now it's like I can't even show my face around here.
Well, let's hear it. Let's hear what you had to talk about. We're all ears. We got you for about another. We'll stretch this show out another 10 minutes or so, if everybody's good with that. Let's hear what you got to talk about.
When I think of MK Ultra, there's a movie that comes to mind, and it's a movie with Charles Bronson called Telephone.
Oh yeah, great movie.
And it's about a rogue KGB agent who comes to America, unlocking the brains of a bunch of sleeper agents by using the telephone and reciting Robert Frost poems and sending them to kill their targets. And I have they became this way through rigorous training, and whatever it is that they do. And I think that's what they envisioned MK Ultra to be in the drawing board phase. Before MK Ultra was what it was something called Operation Artichoke, and Operation Artichoke was a plan to develop new ways of interrogation. One of those ways was pumping people full of drugs, like a lot of drugs.
What kind?
Mostly opium and LSD.
Yeah, LSD.
And a combination of the two. The subsequent program was MK Ultra, where they decided they wanted to try to manipulate people into becoming assassins. And this was at the behest of Alan Dulles, who was the director of the CIA at the time. But the real brains behind the program was a guy called Dr. Gottlieb. And he was a mad scientist who was just pretty much just a sadist when you boil down the numbers. He was just pumping people full of drugs just to see what they would do. And ultimately the program was a failure. It produced no assassins, and it produced no reasonable or meaningful ways of interrogating people. But it's a fun fantasy to think about, really. But at the end of the day, it was a failed program.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, actually. What do you think about that, KJ? Oh, KJ's not there. Old man, somebody fill in. Come on. Somebody take it up.
Yeah,
I'll be right back. Give me 2 seconds.
Alan Dulles, you mentioned that guy. I mean, he was fired by Kennedy for the Bay of Pigs, and then he was later in charge of the commission, right, to oversee his assassination. Funny how those things work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, they drugged a lot of people, man, with those programs, and then just unexpectedly, like people who actually worked for the government and stuff didn't know that was going on, and they were putting it in their food and everything else, and drugging them without their permission or knowing, and then they did it to cities. There's some towns out there that just got it put in the air. There's all kinds of weird stuff the government was doing, man. They were screwing with everybody without permission.
Yeah. It's pretty wild to go back and actually kind of break down some of Kennedy's old speeches, and even before him, Eisenhower, especially his last speech. But they seem like two guys who kind of were trying to warn the people about, some shady stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, and they probably got taken out for it. At least one of them did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to, end the CIA, Kennedy, and take down the FBI or something, trying to clean out a lot of this stuff that's government. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he said something to the effect he wanted to splinter the CIA into 1,000 pieces or something like that. And then there was a whole lot of people who he kind of pissed off about, what he wanted to do.
Yeah, all at once too. You notice that? It pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
Now, who are we talking about? I'm sorry, I just now rejoined. I had dogs scratching on the door. I had to walk them.
Oh, he had mentioned Alan Dulles, and we started talking about that, and Kennedy, and I was just saying, like, if you break down some of the old speeches from Kennedy and before him Eisenhower, they were kind of trying to warn everybody that there's some shady stuff going on behind the scenes there.
Well, yeah, you wonder why Kennedy just poof, gone. And all the relations there. We got to get that girl back on that came on here that one night talking about Kennedy. LW, we need to get that and make that happen.
Yeah,
I remember that. That was when you guys had that other show, right?
Right, hey, that was a great show. Yeah, we need to bring back. I'll reach out to her and see if she wants to come back and talk about some of that Kennedy stuff. That girl, because she was borderline obsessed with it, but she knew a whole lot about it, which was really interesting.
Yeah, it's so much. The conspiracies can go in like 9 different ways. It's not really just like one thing. It's pretty wild story.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Johnny Utah, we still got you, right?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry, I had to step away for one moment. I had a
you're
dog
fine.
scratching the door going, let me out. I'm like, oh my God, make it stop. So
I'll let you guys get going here in a minute, but my bottom line was that MK Ultra was a failed experiment, and the people behind it were monsters.
Yes.
The best way to describe Dr. Gottlieb was he's a mad scientist, and what he did to those people was horrible.
Yeah, it's hard to think about. All those experiments they did with that, they just basically tortured people. It's scary. I did have a question, though, for you, Johnny. I know I was speaking with you the other day. You were talking about back to the AI thing. Well, what was that thing you were talking about where, I forget what it was and what you called it, but where the mind detected AI and felt a certain way.
Oh, when you see something that's AI, well, at least right now, you kind of get that eerie feeling, that something's not right here. This is not quite. It looks like a person, it acts like a person, but it's not. Something's not right. It's either too cartoony, or the eyes are off, or he's got 6 fingers, or the leg's not quite where it's supposed to be. But there's always something that's detached from reality that lets you know that this is actually not a real person. And that's the uncanny valley effect. And it's just basically it's just a subconscious equation that your brain does that says, hey, that's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's creepy. And I know what you're talking about. That when you mention that to me, I do know that, because you almost feel like it's almost like a dirty feeling or something when you feel that, and I don't like it. I'm not big into to that AI stuff.
It's closing the scary part is that it's closing the gap
quickly.
Yes, very, very quickly.
Too quickly, and it's going to get scary.
Well, actually, I think Elon Musk was one that had said all of this. He said it's, now that it's out there, and this is going to go real quick from, it's it's a little AI to, oh, Lord, it's AI that can do everything. Like, even the whole chip in the brain thing and all of that ain't going to be good. I mean, there's going to be parts of it that's going to be great for people, but there's going to be other parts that ain't going to be so great.
Yeah, I mean, what's going to happen first? Or are we going to figure out a way of knowing what AI is, or are we going to the moon? Which is going to happen first?
Like, you postpone the moon, we might find out AI first.
I wish they'd have postponed AI instead.
I think AI is going to be just fine as long as we don't try to turn it off.
Yeah, that was a creepy story you were telling last week about that. What was that, Nathan? I'm sorry.
Yeah, don't give them bodies. They already started doing that. I don't know why they started that. That's dumb. I mean, you just think Terminator, right? Like, as soon as they give him a body, like, oh, look, it jumps around, does all this, and it can knife you and shiv you and shoot you. Oh, thank you. I really wanted that. I already got a wife. I don't need that.
That's funny.
I already got a duck.
Everybody needs another one, right?
Yeah. Oh, can you imagine that? You piss off the AI when it's cooking? Oh, you'll never hear the end of it. You know what I mean?
Can we get an AI version of Gutters?
Yes, Hufferbilly Paul is requesting an AI version of Gutters Pub. I'm not sure what Hufferbilly Paul would do with that.
That would be amazing.
Y'all are all going to die.
Oh my God, you know how many TikTok stories that's going to create?
Oh, jeez.
Push the wrong button.
Yeah, we actually lost Gutters for a minute, but Gutters is back. Hufferbilly Paul is requesting an AI version of you. So,
here's the AI. She just popped back up. The AI version.
Yeah, well, that's weird.
There you go. You rub the bottle hard enough there, Hufferbilly Paul, and the genie grants you your
Oh
wish.
my gosh.
And you have AI Gutters. So,
Thanks for.
That's what they're calling it now.
Yeah, they are calling it a bottle.
I was going to say, yeah, there's a visual.
Oh, shoot. All right, so I think we should probably wrap this up. I was looking to see if there was anybody we could forward, these people to. I'm not seeing a lot of people live right now other than us, which is kind of, if anybody in the chat knows anybody live right now, we could forward people over there. Let me know. What does Portland Andy have? Portland Andy's live in Nashville. Let's forward people over there. We like Portland Andy. Yeah, he's a good guy. We use his content sometimes, and he lets us do it. So that's super cool. He is live in Nashville right now. So give me one moment. Old Man Builds, while I do this, tell everybody what hey, Johnny Utah, hang on for a minute. You don't have to run away. I'd like to talk to you in the back for just one moment anyway. So just hang out here with us.
You got it.
Yeah, so Old Man Builds, what you got coming up this week, brother?
Well, this week I finished my Renegade Pulse motor, so that'll be done. I have a bunch of other stuff that's finishing up this week. I got a orange battery. So I took basically a clear box, put a top on it, made it look just like a battery, put dividers in it, and then I put a bunch of copper and zinc in there and pushed them together in orange slices like this. And then you fill it with orange juice inside, and it should make a battery that's actually usable. Really cool science stuff, man. This is what I do. But then I'm building a bunch of Tesla coils. I got a bunch of stuff printing out in the back, man. It's been a crazy week, I'll tell you that. It's just going to get worse next week.
That's good.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
Yeah, busy's good.
That sounds super cool. Yeah, I can't wait. Everybody do make sure. I know Nightbot's been dropping it over there. How do people find you? They just type in Old Man Builds, correct?
That's right. That's where I am.
All right. There we go. Everybody make sure you get over there. He's always doing fascinating stuff. He is our token mad scientist, and we love him to death. KJ, you got anything coming up for us this week?
I do. I'll be dropping an original this week, so I'm excited about that. But that's it as far as right now. So, but I'm excited. So keep an eye out. Yeah. And please like and, go subscribe to my page if you haven't. That would be awesome. I'm going to try to be more active on YouTube. And, the gram is really my jam right now, but, which is at KATYJAE 13. Anyway. But yeah, that's what's up.
Somebody in the chat just type in KJ. That would be awesome. I know Nightbot has been dropping it, but KJ, you do that or drop your own link. Somebody just type in the chat KJ, and Nightbot will drop your link. I know Old Man Builds has been getting dropped too. I've got Nightbot. Thank you, Nightbot, for all the hard work you are doing. But please sub up the people that are up here on the panel. Help support everybody. That's kind of why we do this show on Friday nights. Real quick, LW, you got anything coming up for us?
Other than being in KJ's comments, asking her where's my song.
I know.
I'm going to be super
Me
busy.
too. I'll be there too.
No.
I'm gonna be super busy all week, but we'll see you next Friday.
Jenny.
Right here.
All right, Gutters, what you got?
I don't know. You'll just have to wait and see. It's a surprise for you as much for me.
I love it.
So, but before we go, I want to make sure. So all I have to do is put Portland Andy's channel in there and redirect it, right? And once I push save, it's redirecting it.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Modern technology. We are redirecting you guys over there to a Portland Andy. He's a cool guy. He's live in Nashville. Check it out. Go in there and tell him we sent you. Tell him, you're coming from Gutters or you're coming from Traveling Fools. You're coming from wherever. Tell him you're coming from Abbinormal, the absolute best show on Friday night. So Gutters, you're doing your Tuesday night show or no this week? We don't know what's going on.
It just depends. Like
Okay,
I said,
cool.
it'll be a surprise.
Well, sub up Gunners. She's always worth a surprise. That being said, we really do want to thank everybody for coming in. We want to thank Alex, our wonderful guest that came in here. All her links are in the description of this video below. We will have her back on soon. I'm working on some really cool new guests coming up as well. We've got a few things in our back pockets we are going to bring out. But every Friday night right here, whether you're watching on Old Man Build, you're watching on Gutters Pub, you're watching on LWs, or you're over here on Traveling Fools, either way, it doesn't matter where you are. We appreciate each and every one of you being here. I will be doing trivia night Sunday. Make sure you tune in and be there. Lots of fun. 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. It's always a good time, so make sure you get over there and check it out. Tell us goodbye in the chats. That is always nice for people to do. Let's see. We'll go out to something kind of cool here. We'll go out to something cool. We appreciate everybody being here. Please make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And God bless each and every one of you. Like I said, we appreciate, everybody who comes over here and hangs out with us. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for being here.
Good night.
Good night.
Love you, Mitt. Good to see you, brother.